I couldn't forget my bitch. All right, let's get it, man. We got content for Taileon version 64. Let's lock in, guys. Holy shit.
I got one shot, I make it good, right?
According to my calculations, you yourself are worth somewhere in the vicinity of $9 or $10 billion today. I only say that because I've got a follow-up question.
Okay.
What's with the Honda?
This is a perfectly good car.
See, that's how a lot of niggas need to think, right? Because a lot of niggas be buying cars and don't realize, oh my God, this shit just strictly depreciates. You don't get no fucking value out that bitch besides a couple of you want to take a picture of your shit and people telling you that your ride look nice. You feel me? You know, get you a nice car. And when I say nice, make sure that it's running. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you got the funds to just buy dumb shit and highly expensive luxury cars, go ahead and do it. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm being honest, I'm sticking with Toyota. I'm a Toyota. I love me some Toyota vehicles, bro. When it's 3 a.m. and the 2 out of 10 is giving fast replies.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go, bitch.
I'm not gonna lie. I can't tell if this is this a or a shorty.
Let's go.
Would you rather form an after-school program for bullies where you teach the kids more effective psychological tactics to terrorize their prey?
Oh, wow.
Or form an after-school program for kids who are bullied where you teach the kids how to break into their dad's gun safe?
Oh my! Whose was this?
What type of like would you rather is that, gang? Like, bro, that's so crazy. Like, I telling you, bro, these would you rather just continuously get out of hand, gang.
Yours? Or is this
What's good, Cam with the bam?
This is crazy good. So in the first one, I'm only teaching psychological tactics, correct?
This is how you really break a person down emotionally. This is what their family life's like. Here's the hemorrhoid donut that they sit on. So you're giving them ammunition and training on how to properly psychologically torture their prey.
And in the second one,
Tay, bring back the cosplay. That was strictly for Halloween. We are in April, bro. Relax.
Yeah. Death card.
Yes!
Death card.
I never get them to use death cards. Oh, God.
I think that's only the third one I've ever used.
Peter!
I've seen this episode.
How about this?
Damn it, Peter, I'll set the pace, you idiot. All right, now to let some line out. Let her dance with a little.
Bro, I hate this gum. Every time I chew it, it just gets too damn thick.
Oh, come on, Peter. Get out of my water glass. I need to take a pill later.
Oh, sorry, I guess I need to be a little more to the left.
Oh.
A little more to the left!
Come on, Quagmire, you were a Navy pilot for 6 years. Land this thing!
You know, I'm not gonna lie. This was a lot more funnier watching it by myself. I can't even lie to you, gang. You know what I'm saying? I watched the fuck out of Family Guy and I have watched every episode besides the newest season. You feel me? So, yeah, I would know, man.
Peter, that's new.
Let me try.
Tie it.
Appropriate.
That's still good. That got me. That was funny. That was funny. Is it appropriate for a grown man to have a ponytail?
For a grown man have a ponytail?
Personally, I would say no.
Hold on, but you have a ponytail right now. What are you talking about, man? You say no, but you're wearing a ponytail.
Your head a little bit.
Oh yeah, I love Rick and Morty, man. Rick and Morty's probably one of the best adult film shows ever.
Yeah, look at me and then look at him.
Yeah.
Why would I do
Your
that?
head, no.
I don't typically take orders from grown men. That's the only thing. It's like
okay.
I may turn my head throughout this episode, but just right now, since I got to expand to it, it's kind of like, you know what I mean?
You think it's gonna fall out?
Yeah. It's pretty tight.
Yeah, it looks pretty secure.
Yeah. It ain't getting nowhere. But the way I see it with ponytails, it's like one of them things is like, okay, you tying your hair back. Why are you tying your hair back for? What you gonna do next? What's stopping what's your hair stopping?
You know, sometimes you eating food.
Oh, okay.
You get locks in your food. You don't want to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just for like convenience.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. When your hair start getting longer, you just don't want to wear it long. I'll be so real with you, bro. Like, you want to put that shit in a ponytail because it get irritating. That's why I only wore the 2-strand twist for what, a month or 3 weeks. I couldn't do that shit no longer, bro. That shit is annoying, dude. And then you start sweating and your hair's all wet and shit. You feel me? Taking a shower is mad fucking annoying. You feel me? Trying to stuff your hair in a goddamn plastic bag. I'm like, man, fuck this shit. Let me just get my goddamn cornrows where I can sleep with my goddamn bonnet on and shit, and I'm cool, bro. You feel me? Simple, smooth. My head don't feel tight because I'm wearing a do-rag to sleep every night. I like the cornrows.
Yeah.
How long you take you to grow them?
The locks, probably like a little over 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Spending that much time on your appearance?
I actually got locks because you have to spend
Hey, spend that much time on your appearance.
less time taking care of it. Like I used
Real
to
nigga or nothing.
back when I was lame as hell, right? Used to wear do-rags all the time. And then I realized like I'm putting like you gotta put like all this pomades and oil in your hair and brush it. You gotta what's it called? You gotta lather it when you washing it.
Word, and if you're
do-rag.
physically
So that's why I
active,
kinda just-
your
I'm
shit
like,
gonna be
like
dirty from
natural
sweating all the
stuff.
time.
Yeah,
Your
what does
face
hair
break
do
out,
now?
your dirty ass turn
To
your
let me
skin.
know.
No, that's
No,
real, bro. That's why I like wearing the goddamn cornrows. Keep that shit simple, smooth. You feel me? I don't got all oil going everywhere. You know, now you can wear a cap to stop the oil that's already in your hair from dripping on your face and shit, you know. But it's a lot easier to manage. You feel me? And the buildup isn't as much as it would be with the goddamn 2-strand twist or just longer hair or braids.
I get it. I'm with you.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm
your
with
wave
waves? I have them on right now. I got a skull cap under.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it's a delicacy thing, you know? Like, you really treating your body like your soul, your mind, like you putting effort into preserving your energy.
Goddamn.
See, the way I see locks, bro, it's like an extra thing someone can grab.
All right, I don't care about this convo. Goddamn. Long ass convo about the hair and shit. Shut up, nigga.
Question? I'm trying to figure out what I should put my son in. Football or basketball? Football? What grade he in? He in the 9th grade. I bred with his mama. This is the business decision. So I'm trying to make sure that he was
I bred with his mama. What the f?
So his mama's 6'5", so he's 6'3" in the 9th grade. But he's soft. I tried to put him in football. He did the Oklahoma drill one time.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna say this. Like, if you want your child to be way more confident in basketball, get them to play football at a young age, right? You know what I'm saying? That's what really helped me get confident playing basketball and realizing that I can use my size to just bully. You feel me? I as a guy, like, football gave me aggression. And the thing is, though, that's only if your child is a basketball first, like, type. You feel me? If he like football, just keep him in football, you know, but throw your child in football just to get them aggression. That 5'11" center? No, seriously, I damn near what that. Hey, I had to play center sometimes in high school. I played everywhere for real. Guard, forward, center. It just didn't matter. You know what I'm saying? I was like just an athletic.
Started crying.
You ever seen cornrows that go the other way? Hell no, bro.
He said he want to be an astronaut.
Actually, yes, I have. I have seen that shit.
I'm like, what are you gonna be an astronaut for? They ain't went to space in 20 years.
They ain't never went. All this shit a lie.
You don't think they ever went to space?
Hell no. When they sit up and say the man walked on the moon, I don't believe this shit.
You don't think they walked on the moon?
Hell no.
That video.
I don't believe that shit either. I don't believe we walked on the moon. Fuck out of here with that shit. That's propaganda.
Kind of unrealistic.
As advanced as technology is right now, we haven't been back up.
We ain't even been back.
We can't make it up there no more. So you telling me that?
I wouldn't say that. No, I just don't think we talk about the moon landing. Hold on. When was the last time we've been to the moon? What? Wait. Say we only been to the moon once? What the f is humans doing? Nah, man, that's some bull. No. Not once. Tay, come on, Tay. Hold on. How many times have we been to the moon? Hold on. How many times? I'm pretty sure we've been like 3 or 4 times, right? How many times have we been to the moon? 6 times? So why did we stop after 1972? What the fuck happened? We haven't been to the moon in 50 plus years, gang. Let's look this up. Why have I can't type, bro. High cost, fading political motivation after winning the space race against the Soviet Union shifted priorities towards near-Earth projects like the space shuttle. The program was incredibly expensive. $25 billion? $150 billion? Okay, all right. I mean, you know what? That actually makes sense because then that means all our tax money would be going to this project for to land on the moon. So I guess that makes sense, right? And then we really don't have no reason to go to the moon, do we? What the f are we gonna do? Set up shop there? Like, for real. But you can also look at it and say, hey, you know, we ain't been to the moon in 50 years. That shit was fake.
Technology, they had
W long stream, bro.
Have you seen the video when they left?
Exactly. It looks so fake. I can't say it to him. And you look like you got a better way to put it. Cause I can put you on like a voice note and you can like just break it to him.
Say, homeboy, you're 6'3", you need to go out for basketball, or if you don't like playing basketball, go out for football, be a receiver or a corner. They don't get hit that much.
No, he already tried it. The Oklahoma drill, he don't want to do it no more. They gotta do Oklahoma drills.
Nothing on the moon for them to get their money back. At that point, it's just ego.
So you not around them every day.
Nope.
That's why.
Piss.
Yeah, you goofy.
They wipe their ass to get up and they'll piss standing up. That's what you're telling me?
No. Who takes a shit and then while you done shitting, immediately the piss come and you get up to turn around?
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Hell no, bro. I'm a shit and piss every single time, bro. The f.
You're sitting down.
Yes, after I'm shitting.
But what if you're sit down to piss and then you have to shit?
What if you sit down to what?
To piss and then you have to shit.
Nah, yo, your body don't even work that way.
Okay. My body.
Nah, there's some like, nah, gang, I don't sit down to piss unless I'm like, if I gotta shit. That's the only time I'll do that shit. I don't, like, even if I'm trying to just chill, it's like, I can just piss and go sit on the couch. You feel me? Like, I'm not finna sit on the toilet to just chill and scroll on TikTok with my butthole open and shit. And that's, feel me? Like, my shit is being spread because of the seat. I'm not finna have my spread open while scrolling on the phone unless I'm taking a shit. You feel me? Then after, I'm allowed to just sit with my shit spread because I gotta make sure that the residue of doo-doo gets out my body. You feel me? I gotta make sure that everything get out. So I might sit on the toilet for like an extra 20 minutes. Not because I like my ass spread it, but because we have to make sure that there's no more fecal matter inside the. I hope that makes sense.
Pisses and then shits.
Me?
We all sat down to piss at some point when we was trying to be on super quiet. No, that's just you, bro. I'm gonna be real. You just sound like you like your ass spread open, gang. For real. Thinking 2D, LOL. Just be comfortable. You like having your ass open? Okay. Y'all know y'all can get hemorrhoids from this shit. Thank you for talking about this game. I'm trying to eat game. Yeah, I hope you think about assholes while you eating some Cheerios. For real.
Yeah, you goofy.
What did Ryan write down?
Ryan Gosling just turned I don't know into a legendary moment.
He wrote down, what is IDK? He didn't know and I'm told by our judges, we will accept that. An ACL tear is also known as an IDK, internal derangement of the knee. Well done, Ryan. What did you wager? Everything. You double your score to 51,200. Ryan Gosling, congratulations.
What? Holy shit.
What a Hail Mary from our champion, Ryan Gosling. Wow.
I still don't know who the Ryan Gosling is, man. Is he the for Deadpool? What's good? Shout out to Cameroon. Actor, you don't know. Yeah, bro. I don't know actors' names like that, bro. I'll be so for real with y'all, gang.
Yeah.
What? U.S. dash cams. Oh my God. Why do people do this shit? Brake check people. You know, I never understood like how you could get that much rage to where you want somebody to hit the back of your car as if they don't have a dash camera or like insurance can't tell, hey, this doesn't make sense. Right? Why does your car look this certain way if you got hit from the back? You feel me? You know, but you know, I don't know. Don't give a damn about their property. You know, I don't know how you get that damn angry. Go. What are you doing? Get out the what's up with humans, man? Oh my God, that's stupid. That's not how you merge into the goddamn highway, bro. You got to be at least 16. Why the fuck did you do that? Look at the way this nigga merged. Like, why did did you just decide? You know, fuck it, bro. I'ma just like, what happened there, bro? Anybody behind us? That just got destroyed and obliterated by that. Oh my God, 18-wheeler shit. You had all day to stop your whip. What do you look? You could have stopped. You keep honking, stop your car, and you I ain't gonna lie. You're not even allowed to be driving across the parking lot like this, dude. What are you doing? This isn't his fault. Bro, you're driving through the parking lot, going through the parking spots. That's not how you're supposed to drive. Why do you think they have the arrows to direct your ass in the parking lot? You feel me? This nigga's stupid. You honking this shit. Oh my God, yeah. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Take this license away from him, gang. He don't ever need to touch another vehicle. You steady honking this shit. Damn! Oh, what the fuck was you doing? What was he looking at? His is blind as shit looking at the sun. man. Not even looking at the road. Wait, hold on. No. That's not even a driver, nigga. Look at this. The driver not even doing. Oh my god, I got a shit right now, dude. I ain't gonna lie. I ate hella beets yesterday, bro. And I ate this peanut butter jelly sandwich, right? And I'm gonna show y'all the type of bread I hate, nigga. I would never digest this again. Hold on. Wheat, carb, 6 bread. This piece of shit bread. Hold on. Hold on. Where's it at? Hold on, gang. Hold on, chat. Hold on. Where the fuck is this bread at, man? Hold on. Where the fuck is this bread at, bro? Oh, dry bread, yeah, bro. This is not good for your ass, man. I can't even lie to you, nigga. This is not good, bro. Hold on, bro. Why the? Hold on, bro. Alright, hold on. Alright. Nay, Tay, come on. This bread right here. This piece of bread, lying talking about high fiber, right? Fiber's supposed to make you but whatever is in this, bro, my legit turns into like a knot. It does not allow me to It doesn't. I will never put this nasty piece of bread in my body again. These, bro, whoever, Bake Lewis shop, eat a dick. All right, this is straight poison to a nigga body. What is the actual? What are y'all? Look at the ingredients, man. Look at this, bro. Look at this, man. Look at this. What the? Why do you have ammonium sulfate dough? What the? I'm not even supposed to be digesting half of this shit, man. Enzyme, sodium, stearolite, lactalate, fumaric acid, calcium propionate. Man, bro. I promise you, bro. Our food system, they don't give a damn about us. The FDA don't care, bro. Should not be eating this shit. Do not repeat. Don't eat this whole week. You will not. My bad. Oh my god, bro. I know this has to be the scariest sight, bro. Looking in your rearview mirror and seeing a SUV just, oh, that's not, that's a minivan. Oh my god, just straight blam into your shit. Damn. Oh my god, slow down. Slow down. See, this is why, bro. It's like, I feel like that drive like this are legit, like they got toilet water in their head, bro. This is your fault. Granted, he jetted over, but he can do that. He had enough time and space. Yo, this is going 100 and a 60. You weak ass I don't like pickup drivers, man. They always think they have a big cock or some shit, but they should be small as hell because they be moving around on the highway like they don't give a damn about nobody else besides them goddamn selves. Don't let your get in the passing lane. These will be on your bumper the entire time, flashing a big headlights and shit. Like, gang, I get it, bro. All right, you want me to drive 120? I'm not doing that, bro. All right, I'm pushing it by driving 80 already. Go the fuck around me. I swear, I will guard this spot. I don't give a damn. You not finna like force me off the road, scare me off the road. You know what? Why am I even lying? I'm at the age now where I just get the fuck over. You know what I'm saying? You can have it. Go ahead, kill yourself. I don't give a damn in GTA. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. Just ruined this with it. Oh my god. He gonna try to do some dumb shit. He think he, I don't know, in Fast and Furious. Why are you trying to get over like this? Actually, that was smooth. I can't cap. That was smooth. That was slick smooth. Okay, brake check out of nowhere. What are you doing, man? Not paying attention.
Would you rather have Nick Fuentes as a son or Bonnie Blue as a daughter?
Isn't this the...
I'm not gonna lie. I'm taking Bonnie Blue as a daughter. Then I don't like this. It's annoying. Actually, I just couldn't imagine Bonnie Blue as my daughter. So that's the only reason I said it, bro. Cause like at that point where you decide I want to have 1,000 do shit to me, you feel me? Like I couldn't really sit there and say this is my daughter, right? But knowing that I have to claim this here, you feel me, and hear the shit that he say, the ignorant ass troll, you know, it's like one is just mad annoying. Like I would not want an annoying child. I'll be so real with y'all. This, she out there living her own life. She don't have to know that I'm her father. Okay, they don't have to know that. You know what I'm saying? In fact, they probably won't know, right? You know what I'm saying? This nigga, nah, man, he just too fucking annoying, dog.
Craziest dilemma.
Go.
I might go Nick Fuentes as a son.
Why?
I think you can remediate that. First off, he's really funny. He's really smart, but he's got terrible takes.
Yes, he's a racist.
You can't take the out of Bonnie Blue.
I go more daughter because she's like the greatest of what she does. At least if you're gonna do.
Okay, that's fucking crazy, gang. I mean, if that's the way you want to look at it, I guess, right? But I don't think I want my daughter to be the greatest OnlyFans star, right? You know what I'm saying? That's not the goal, right?
Do some shit, be great at it, and she doesn't hurt anybody by what she does.
I'm hurt.
Who? How?
By Bonnie Blue?
Because you didn't get none?
If I didn't get them from my daughter?
Oh, shit. Yeah, sorry. I forgot the scenario. You know.
I swear, sometimes I feel like I'm married to a child.
You better watch who you're calling a child, Lois. Because if I'm a child, then you know what that makes you? A pedophile. And I'll be damned if I'm going to stand here and be lectured by a pervert.
I loves inspiring stories like
Reason 436,097 why Ellen got canceled.
this. So they want to give you a check for $20,000.
You want to give the richest man on earth a check for 20 bands? Bonnie, and I said Bonnie Blue, goddamn. Ellen, do you not realize $20,000 is toilet paper to this nigga? He can wipe his ass with that and be fine. Yo, God, man. Hey, you might as well get the fuck on, bro. If I'm a billionaire and the nigga gave me 20,000, I ain't gonna lie, you would have got suplexed on that set that day. Look, people like, what the fuck?
My next video, I'm putting 11 gay men and 1 straight man on an island for 6 weeks.
Yeah, this is AI. This is AI. You can even tell by the way that the lips are moving. You feel me? AI.
Every week, 2 dudes suspected of being the gay guy get voted off by the group. If the straight man lasts until the final 2, he wins $1 million. But if the gay guys win, they split the prize.
Hold on, wait, what's the challenge?
Every week, 2 dudes suspected of being the gay guy get voted off by the group. If the straight man lasts until the final 2, he wins $1 million. But if the gay guys win, they split the prize. But the trick is that all of the men are straight. So we get 6 weeks of a bunch of straight dudes trying to convince the others that they are more gay than them. Stay tuned.
How are you? Good, thank you.
Jeff Bezos' employees interaction caught on camera. Oh my God, I think I got it.
Aw, thank you. I appreciate it.
Ah, damn. Okay, I ate too many beats yesterday, bro. Like, it feel like about to and like explode out my ass or some shit, man. God damn. I legit took a like fat ass before stream. Like, I was cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, we cool. Locked and loaded, but it's like it just want to shoot out now, bro. I ain't gonna lie, gang. Pringles
Really
can.
I'll tell you now. Boeing, Northrop Grumman, United Technologies. I worked for all three for more than 10 years. It's the best company I ever worked for.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Not giving you a pay raise because of that shit, gang. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got a dick ride Amazon. Even though I fuck with Amazon like a boy. Shout out Amazon, man.
Thank you for taking the time to tell me that.
I will. This will be my last job.
All right.
This will be your last job. Damn, nigga. He want to be a slave forever, goddamn me.
Thank you. That's so nice.
That's always good to hear.
What a sweet thing to say.
Guys, just be real still and real quiet, please. Thank you very much. Your phone's on silent, please. Whoever's radio that is has got to turn that off.
Shut the fuck up, nigga. We got high-level professional athletes playing in studios. It's not studios, stadiums every damn day. Shut your up and hit the goddamn ball, nigga. Come on, bro. Shut up. This is why Tiger Woods is the best. You know, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I was so confused when I was a kid. Like, I thought Tiger Woods was out here graping shit. Whole time, nigga, he was just a whole. Yeah. I'm sorry, I said it. He was a whole. Right? I did not know why that got canceled for just hella and shit. I did not know that was the reason why. You feel me? Until, you know, I got older and, you know, I'm like, hold on. I got deep dive this shit. And once I did research on it, I'm like, is that what the fuss was about? That was an adulterer and just, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, that shit was fucked up. But the way that media covered it, bro, it made it seem like he was out here, like, doing illegal shit.
Thank you, guys. All right, here we go.
Nigga talking about he got to focus, bro. Come on, bro. Shut up. Oh, brother, they all here just to watch this nigga hit a golf whatever ball.
Look at this stuff.
That shit was so corny.
This is history here. You're history.
This is garbage. I can say I bled for garbage.
So this is meaningless.
No, at one time it meant a lot. When you're just a young
media
kid,
cover.
This is everything to you. But then you realize your
his recent thing too, saying that he had DUI, but he blew the point.
Happy and do nice.
So how the fuck did he get what? So they charged him with DUI, but he was perfectly fine. How does that work?
And that makes you happy. This is nothing. This is just nothing.
Who I'm here with and where you from?
Yeah, I'm from Shy.
Okay, we see the outfit, man. Rate your outfit from 1 through 10 and let me know what you're wearing.
Oh, it's always a 10 out of 10.
Okay.
I got the original Yeezy 950 boots on.
Crazy.
I got the, go.
I ain't gonna lie, I like the way Kanye West dressed. You know what I'm saying? That's like the way I would dress this shit for real.
She did the pop up today. So
like it's simple, but it's calm, but it's all coordinated. You know what I'm saying?
It's all Gosha.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's a fashion?
And the crazy thing is, like, you don't even need a name brand to make this fit. You feel me? I don't understand why. But I would not buy no Gucci, Louis, none of that. Sorry, y'all. I would never buy that. But I'm sticking with my regular clothes and making fits look good, like going to the thrift store or some shit, you know.
Trend you regret participating in?
Life.
The only time I will understand buying that shit if this is a piece that a, you know what I'm saying, you feel me, really won't. All right, I ain't gonna lie. I'm sorry, I got a shit bad as fuck. Like, my ass about to explode. I do apologize, bro. I hate that I gotta interrupt stream this way. What can I cut on for y'all? Man, this ain't good. God damn it. Hey, bro. Let's cut this on. I'll be right back. I got shit. I'm gonna be in the chat on my phone, okay? I'm gonna be in the chat on my phone. Let y'all know, bro.
Way down here, Timor-Leste, a nation so small it doesn't even occupy an entire island.
I've just traveled to the least visited country in all of Asia. In fact, in 2019, more people went to North Korea than this place.
Last year, Timor-Leste welcomed only 26,000 tourists. To be fair, it's a small country, but Bali, right over here, is a similar size. And in 2024, they brought in over 6 million visitors. That means more people visit Bali in a weekend than visit Timor-Leste in an entire year. And I want to know why.
Mr. President, why should people care about Timor-Leste?
Well,
while I'm here, I'll be traveling from the capital to the countryside to understand how Timorese food and culture are different from anywhere else in Southeast Asia.
There's something interesting about this, which is that if you eat it without preparing it the correct way,
then you will die.
But what I find won't always be charming.
Whenever there's ritual, they eat this. This is poo.
I can't believe people are eating it here.
All right, that's it.
My investigation into this unknown nation begins in its capital, Dili, a city of nearly 300,000, roughly a quarter of the nation's population. tourist destination requires places to go and things to do. But perhaps there's no element of travel more important than eating good food. So I've headed to Dili's busiest market to get a closer look at what Timor-Leste has to offer.
Looking around, I see so much here. There's grains and beans and vegetables and aromatics, ginger. Is this all food that was grown here on the island?
They're all locally grown.
Meet Cesar, Timorese entrepreneur, chef, and ambassador.
Can you tell me about what you're holding right now?
This one is ikan saboko. This is one of the national dishes.
The biggest destinations in Asia have a national dish worth flying halfway around the world to eat. Japan has sushi, Thailand has pad thai, but what about Timor-Leste?
In the past, there were not much transportation, so this is easy to carry. You can hang on your bag like a bow and arrow, and then that's your food.
What's on the inside?
The base of this dish starts with mackerel, marinated in turmeric, soy sauce, salt, black pepper, moringa leaves, chilies, and tamarind. It's bold and earthy from the first step.
This food is like a good friend of the poor people, shepherds, farmers, even the vendors that come into the city like this city, they will bring with me.
The mackerel is wrapped tight in a palm leaf parcel, tied at both ends. Then it goes on the grill, slowly cooking until the leaves char and the fish steams inside.
Is this something that people used to make at home and then just carry it on them and eat it when they needed it?
Yes, especially if you go to a farm or you go for a long journey without refrigeration. It can be 10 days. So they're dry inside.
Oh.
That's how it looks.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
It's good. It's lightly spiced. It's mild. There's a little bit of kick in there. A little bit of tamarind. What I like about it is that it's super meaty. There's just like a ton of protein on here. You get a little fat from the skin on the outside. The skin is nice and supple. But inside, I mean, there's plenty of meat to chomp down on. So you actually feel like you're really getting something substantial.
Yes.
How much does this cost?
50 cents to $1. This is the low economy food.
I'm curious how people are making a living in Timor-Leste.
It's tough.
The average income here is around $115 a month. Do the math and you're looking at about 65 cents an hour. All of it paid in US dollars, the official currency of this country.
We are big export of oil and gas, that's the main. But we also have coffee that's sent overseas to the United States, Australia, Europe. So far for export, it's just that. But tourism is the future. I see. I'm in the food industry. I'm a tourist guide myself for 20 years.
Timor-Leste.
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 Timor-Leste is Asia's youngest nation, but its economy has plenty of room to grow.
Timor-Leste's tourism accounts for less than 0.5% of its economy, so the growth potential is huge. Nearby Bali is making billions. So what's stopping this country from doing the same? Well, the first problem, Timor-Leste has only been a country since 2002.
I think one of the major challenges with tourism in this country is that Timor-Leste is a very young country. I mean, it has a lot of history, but it doesn't have a lot of history being Timor-Leste.
Yes.
This place is packed with locals every day, but they're not serving local food. This is an Indonesian restaurant, a food influence you'll find all over the capital. On today's menu, jackfruit curry.
Here we have food that it's more Indonesian than Timorese, but if you look around here, these are all local people, and they're local people who love this food. Ma'am, put her there.
Okay.
At the helm, Miss Okta, coming originally from Indonesia, which could be awkward, considering not long ago, her country attempted to take this one over.
During the war, 200,000 Timorese were killed within 24 years.
What was Indonesia's goal?
They want to unite all of the island in the archipelago of Indonesia.
For centuries, Timor-Leste was colonized by the Portuguese. When they pulled out in 1975, Indonesia invaded within a week. So Timor-Leste has only been independent for about 25 years, a very short time for it to create its own identity.
Meanwhile, you came from Indonesia to here.
Yeah.
What is the attitude of people here towards Indonesians like you?
It's welcome, my Indonesian people. The people Timor,
accept your food and you.
Yes.
Not only do they accept you, but they accept the food, which might be even more important.
Being somewhere like Timor-Leste reminds you how much there is in this world to explore. But when it comes to our own lives, we often avoid exploring what's going on inside our heads. And that's where therapy comes in.
BetterHelp is an online therapy platform that connects you to professional support. The older I get, the more quickly I see how habits compound. The good ones help you, and the bad ones catch up to you. I get a solid week of sleep, and I feel like a different person. If I carry stress around for a month, it begins to show up in my tone, my patience, and how I handle things. The tricky part is you don't notice that buildup while it's happening. You just wake up one morning a little more tired and a little more irritated than you should be. Therapy helped me build a pause. Not because things were falling apart, but because I wanted to be more intentional. Instead of reacting quickly, I learned to slow down and separate what actually matters from what just feels urgent. That's why I like working with BetterHelp. They make starting therapy so much less painful. You just fill out a short questionnaire about what's going on and what you're looking for, and they match you with a credentialed therapist who's a good fit. If it's not the right match, you can switch anytime at no extra cost. Over 6 million people have used the platform. It's something a lot of people rely on. If you want to get ahead of things before they stack up, scan the QR code, click the link in the description, or go to betterhelp.com/bestoverfood for 10% off your first month. Now, back to the show.
Today's jackfruit curry starts with the boiling of young jackfruit. In the meantime, she mashes garlic, turmeric, onion, ginger, and galangal. Next, she fries it along with lemongrass, curry leaves, chili paste, and coconut milk. Then she lets it simmer into a deep, rich gravy. In another pot, garlic and cooked jackfruit are fried together, then married in a final curry.
It looks pretty dang good. Oh, that's nice.
Do you like?
I like it.
Yeah, thank you.
Well spiced, creamy, but not too rich, and it's got a little bit of kick too.
Shall we try with the rice?
Sure. I really want to saturate some of that rice with this delicious coconut milk.
Let's do it.
And give it a shot. Cheers.
Coconut milk is really good.
Oh, that's really good. I love the way that the coconut milk and all those spices just saturate the rice. It's so full of flavor. But then that young jackfruit, it's very unique. When I eat something like this, I don't necessarily feel like meat is missing.
Yes.
And I wouldn't say that it's meaty, but it's kind of substantial. It feels a bit carby, almost starchy.
So the minimum salary is 115. This is the food that they can pay for. And then together they create an harmony because these people sell very cheap food. And then the people that come and eat here could eat for lunch before getting back to work.
This is basically Indonesian food. But the question is, does Timor-Leste have its own food?
We do. We do have our own food. For example, like in Timor, something that you cook in leaf, even though there is Indonesian influence, the visual looks similar, but the ingredients we use are different. But the traditional food of the Timorese, you might find in special occasion, the ritual, wedding, funeral. Then you have to go to the mountain or you go outside of Dili to experience this kind of like authentic Timorese food. Totally different.
For you, you have an outside perspective because you grew up in Indonesia, then came here later in life. How would you define Timorese food?
Iha perbedaannya iha Portugis.
From her point of view, that Timorese food doesn't have that much difference with the Indonesian food.
Oh, interesting.
The most difference is actually the Portuguese food. Most of the Portuguese food are to be afforded by medium income people, but there is one dish specifically that connects with Timor. We call feijoada.
Thank you for joining us. Having lived in Portugal, does this look familiar to you?
It's familiar to me because feijoada is a regular food for the Portuguese.
Rui is Timor-Leste born and bred, but he's been working in Portugal the past 7 years, the same country that shaped this island for more than 4 centuries.
One of the lasting influences from the Portuguese occupation is this right here, feijoada.
Here it starts with the frying of tomatoes, garlic, and onions in olive oil. Add pork ribs, pork belly, tomato sauce, salt, carrots, and bay leaves. Then let it stew until everything softens up. Finally, it's blessed with chorizo, pre-soaked beans, and cabbage.
Does it look similar to what you would find in actual Portugal?
The Portugal style is different because they develop it with meat as well. Timor-Leste, we only use the beans and some cabbage, carrot, or potatoes.
Timor-Leste's family are very poor. You couldn't afford meat every day.
Yeah.
So what you do is, whatever you are available, you add to the bin.
My bad, we back. Oh
in the
God.
Invincible universe, there are many monsters.
Woo!
A man named
All
after
right.
the concept of conquest itself.
God damn, my bad, bro. I'm so sorry. Why your pants up? Because I just got done taking this shit. Oh, my bad, y'all. I know I just sold. I had to get that shit out of my system game. That shit did not feel good. All right, bro. All right. So now what we doing is Invincible. I ain't gonna lie.
The rematch.
Hold on. Shut up. Before we even start. Before we even get into the goddamn vid, yes, I wash my hands, my nigga. Come on now, bro. Y'all don't have towels in your goddamn bathroom, bro. The reason that we talking about this because I just got done watching season 4 of Invincible, and I'm caught up to episode 5, and as of right now, I'm loving it, my nigga. Previous seasons, we was watching Mark getting tossed around like a bitch, literally getting his ass beat, tossed, flopped, all that shit. It was quite annoying. Especially knowing that this was the strongest in the goddamn universe. I ain't gonna lie. At the beginning of this season, I will say, I was a little bit like, bro, if you don't shut up bitching about using your powers to your full strength and taking out, I'm not gonna watch this shit no more. You feel me? But I understand he's having to take a life, and sometimes the lives are lives of people that aren't technically their fault, right? If that makes sense. Like, they're committing crimes, but it's not their fault. They're being mind controlled or some shit, right? But he has to kill these because that's the only option. So he's facing that dilemma, you know? But so far, season 4 been excellent.
Between Conquest and Invincible happened quicker than I think most people expected. This episode is brilliant as a family drama, but also a clear understanding of why
I ain't gonna lie, episode 5 was legit the best episode I've ever seen in Invincible, bro. Literally.
Showing and not telling may be the most powerful tool for any writer. I don't want to make this video any longer than it needs to be, so let's jump into the rematch itself. This rematch is a much shorter fight in comparison to the original, but it's as restless and relentless as the first one, with a small but incredible touch of just making both of them shut up and fight. Conquest banter in the original is one of the best parts of it, and it adds so much, but I am so glad they didn't revert back to that. Because what's very clear by the way this plays out is that there isn't any buffer to get to know one another like how it was last.
Literally, bro, just knocking. Hey, they just went straight to throwing hands. You feel me?
Originally, Mark had to find a way to actually take down Conquest and learn his weaknesses and strengths before everyone on Earth would be killed, and same goes for Conquest, as he finds more ways to break Mark and give him more reason to fight back. To show that the buffer doesn't exist, outside of Mark's first punch, all of the rest of his blows are towards his head, because that's what worked into almost killing him last time. There is no line in this episode where Mark or Conquest says anything about being able to read each other. It's only picked up on context clues that they understand what makes them tick, making this fight feel more impossible compared to last time. One of the main reasons the original Conquest fight is so impactful is how the audience struggles to even wonder how Mark can win this when he is getting his ass handed to him time and time.
Literally, bro. Literally. Like, that shit was pissing me the fuck off, you feel me? Like, trying to figure out why Mark wasn't using his full power, but then you just gotta realize that Conquest was just that, unfortunately. He was diddying that the entire time.
Again.
And like I said, if Eve didn't come in and save this, Mark would not be here. Shout out Eve. I think Eve is probably one of the most underrated characters in this comic.
Only later do we see Conquest's confidence get the better of him and lead to his downfall. Something I brought up in my previous video on the original Conquest fight is how Conquest keeps Mark active in the fight by going after the people he loves. So when Oliver comes around, that's the exact same reason why he just gives up on Mark and goes after him instead.
And guess what the fuck happened? The nigga gets choked out for 10 minutes straight, bro. Plan didn't work.
And this is the reason, because Conquest is here for the fight because he finds it fun, which is something that is clearly shown to us by his consistent smile on his face. If Invincible was bad, they would have Conquest explain a lot of the stuff out loud and how he knows how to get to Mark, but it's through the way they use his dialogue almost as a taunt, whether it's him saying he wants to taste Eve's blood again or that he doesn't want Oliver to miss out on the fun. The best part about his taunting is that he never uses the names of the people he's referring to, because the writers know the audience is smart enough to remember who he's talking about. This also adds to Conquest.
Gang, I ain't gonna lie, this is like one of the most intellectual analysis ever, bro. I'm not even peeping that shit while watching the game. I thought this nigga was finna talk about throwing hands, not this intellectual analysis, bro. Could we talk about how Mark choked this nigga for 10 minutes straight and the Conquest didn't die? I think that's probably one of the most insane things that I watched about this shit, right? They gave what is his name? Conqueror, what's his name? Conquest? They gave Conquest too much damn plot armor. I'm gonna be real. Let a nigga choke me out for 10 minutes straight. You feel me? Gang, I'm dying, bro. There should be no reason that a nigga with super Viltrumite strength can't choke a nigga out in 10 minutes. He choking him across the entire world, this entire map, and this Conquest ain't die. In fact, this Conquest was so OP that at the end of being choked out, he was still able to throw his hand into Mark's body and rip out his goddamn intestines. I ain't gonna lie. It's like overkill, man, right? It's like just give Mark the win, okay? Just give Mark the win. Why does Mark have to get brutally annihilated just to get one win? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is like his first genuine clean win over one of the most powerful in this comic. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else, you know, they baby food or some shit, or he getting brutally up and then having to fight them again, or won't ever see them again until another part of the goddamn story. But this one, we should have just gave the nigga the fight, man. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Conquest because he is dehumanizing the people he is trying to kill just through words alone. But you may ask yourself why this video is about how silence is poetic when I'm talking about dialogue. That's because once we get an actual jump scare, this is when just shutting up makes the fight even more impactful. To kick off the second part of this fight where things really get heated, Mark does say one final thing, and that's "you're never breathing again," which to some may—
And that's exactly what happens, right? Conquest does not breathe again, bro. He choked the fuck out this, but I ain't gonna lie, Mark, it took you way too damn long to squeeze his neck. What the fuck is this neck made out of, bro? For real. Like, I want to know, what is Conquest's neck made out of? We got two Viltrumites going against each other. It's just the thing, like, how come Conquest is able to put his whole hand through a nigga's body, but Mark isn't able to do that with Conquest or, like, squeeze his neck off? You feel me? You would think that I thought he's about to pop the nigga's head or some shit. They don't want to make him too OP yet. I understand.
Come off as explaining to the audience as to what is going to happen, but I think this line really hits home when he doesn't elaborate on what he exactly means. Is he saying that because—
Like, look at this, man. Come on, bro. No surviving this grip, dude. That's two lethal hands by a Viltrumite, bro. How the f is he still moving? This should be over already, gang.
Of his grip around his throat, does that mean he'll never breathe again literally? Or does he mean it figuratively as if he's going to die this time? What works with this
he's gonna die this time. Exactly what happened. He ends up killing him.
Line is how over time we realize that it means both. The reason we are able to pick up on this is through facial expressions and actions done by each character. Even if—
You know, what I do like about this is that Mark was actually taking these hits like a real. I'll be so real. He was eating them, taking them blows. Mark, shout out to you, gang. I'm highly impressed by your endurance and your vitality, for real. Because last time you take a couple punches from his ass, you coughing up blood all of a sudden and shit. Like, it's, I don't know, you throwing up Kool-Aid. Like, what the f? You know what I'm saying? One punch, now you throwing up Kool-Aid. Like, get your ass up. Nobody want to see this bull. But this fight, you held your own and you completed it. Even with a whole arm through your goddamn body and intestines being pulled out.
That line was taken out of the show, it's very clear Mark is as angry as he was when he was trying to kill Conquest last time. Also, because he's strangling Conquest, he is physically unable to talk as he is losing blood flow to his head, showing us that Mark realized Conquest's taunts last time was one of the reasons he couldn't focus enough, so he doesn't let him at all.
Okay, see, I don't know if that's like, you know what I realized about people that do the analytical and or the analysis of fights and all that? It's like, is that actually the reason, or is it just, hey, they just wanted to choke this nigga fuck out, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, is the reason he choked Conquest is because the taunting was getting to his head, or he just wanted to choke the fuck out this nigga and strangle him? Because it's brutal, right? I think it's more brutal to strangle a nigga, right? Choke the living shit out of him than to beat his ass. You feel me? Like, that's like some like conqueror shit. That's like dominance. You feel me? If I can get you on the ground and just choke the fuck out of you, gang, I ain't gonna lie, that's way more brutal to me than me like punch you in the face a couple times and you bleeding out. I'm gonna be real. Because it's a slow and painful death. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if it's really about him trying to stop him from talking this shit. I don't think Mark really gave a damn about that. Because regardless, he was gonna shut him up anyways, right?
What's very clear about the contrasting actions toward each other is that each of their mindsets is very different. It's very clear that Mark is extremely persistent because, spoiler alert, he does not let go of Conquest's throat until the job is done. And for Conquest, this is still very fun for him, even if his struggle is becoming more and more apparent as the time goes on. Throughout the fight—
I don't think it was fun for him, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That did start panicking, gang. I mean, that knew that if he didn't get Mark off his ass, he was gonna die. You feel me? And that ended up happening. Because that's exactly why he went to the last resort of sticking his goddamn hand through the nigga's body and ripping out his guts to get him off him. But it didn't work. Somehow this Mark was able to stay alive while bleeding literally out everywhere.
In numerous places, even as all the color from his face fades, he still continues to have a smile like he knows exactly how to get out of the situation. I think that's one of the reasons—
You know what? Hey, that's actually a good observation there. Maybe so. Maybe so.
Fight is so terrifying because we all silently know that if Mark loses his grip for even a second, he will die. This fight has the same implications as the first one does, where it's very clear that Mark isn't actually stronger than Conquest, but he has to be strong in order to take every blow he does, and Mark takes a lot of blows this time. It's very interesting to know that outside of Conquest's thumb,
you know, I do like how brutal Mark is in this one too. You feel me? Like, he don't give a damn. Like, he did bite this whole thumb off. That's fucking crazy. You feel me? And I like that we get to see Mark kind of, he didn't go all out, but he went just straight, what's the word, man? Just like wild, right? We got to see him just use just raw, brutal strength and just raw fighting tactics. So, we start, nigga. Shut up. What I'm trying to say is that we actually got to see him just use all that pent up anger, aggression against this one. You feel me? It's the that we've been waiting for the last 4 seasons, and we get it in the last episode so far, right? In episode 5, we get to see him just unleash just this, you know what I'm saying? That anger. You feel me?
All of this blood is Mark's. And I think that's another thing that makes this fight so poetic, and that's each individual hit Mark takes. This scene would not be as good if Mark was exclaiming out loud that he's in pain.
Yo, this is where that nigga started panicking right there, yo. Right there in that moment. He like, holy shit, this might be over, gang.
Verbally. So that's why throughout everything, he's screaming, growling, and groaning his way through. And each of those sounds he makes all have different levels of pain to them, making it extremely horrific to watch, especially when we get to the end of it. Do you remember how I said Mark remembers Conquest's weakness and decides to go for the head on all of his punches? The same goes for Conquest, because as soon as he realized he can't break Mark's spirit through words, he remembers a certain action he did last time that was very receptive to Mark stepping things up. So he just redoes it and puts a hole right through Mark as the intense music comes to an abrupt stop. Usually when the music in Invincible pauses, it means that something horrific and over the top is happening. Like when Mark is beating up Angstrom or when he's bashing Conquest. It's very purposeful that the verbally silent scene becomes more silent to foreshadow how crucial the audio will be in a second to make you squirm. I want to believe that Conquest's smile was genuine because he was actually thinking he was going to win this. I mean, before he even makes a donut out of Mark, he gives an even bigger smile like he accepts that the fight has to be over and that he'll at least be able to watch Mark suffer. I also want to think that Conquest thought this one blow itself would be the reason for Mark to give up and let him go. But I think the most powerful scene in all of Invincible...
Oh, wait, that's when the nigga smiled. Nah, bro. Are you pulling this from the comics, man? The smile because he legit thought he killed him. Not because he was having fun. He like, yeah, this is over. You about to let go and shit. Man, you know what? I'm done watching this shit, man. This created his own reason. You know, man. I ain't watching this shit. All right, next video, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That shit, I can't even lie. I ain't gonna lie, I'm staying off of intellectual YouTube for a minute, man. Catch a Freak Time? No, we already did that yesterday, you know what I'm saying? But we got insane conspiracy theories, right? You feel me? That's what we're gonna be doing today, man. Insane conspiracy theories that turned out true. Pretty sure the Epstein files will be on this list, and if they aren't, I'm actually gonna be surprised, man. Can you post the VOD after? I was at work when you started. Definitely. The VOD probably won't be posted until tomorrow because it takes me a while for the videos to be edited and shit, you know what I'm saying? So it'll be posted around noon tomorrow. But yes.
A secret government experiment turned animals into spies. A lie about food
What?
created a global crisis. And powerful men were caught performing strange rituals in the woods. The story
As if we've never seen that before or heard about that. I mean, that's pretty common, right? The Illuminati. What's the that be going to that goddamn forest and shit, doing them blood rituals and all that, gang? Hell no. I forgot what that one woodland area was called, though.
sound like nonsense.
Why your face getting so big, bro?
And the truth came out.
Because I'm
Today
important.
we're
That's
diving
why,
into
bro.
insane conspiracy theories that were true all along. We'll begin with the strange cases and work our way to the most shocking. Our goal, guys, is 2.5 million subscribers by the end of 2026, and it is crazy. So it would mean the world if you subscribe. I will do my very best to put out the best videos I can for you. I'm Visual Venture, and you are awesome. The animal spy conspiracy. During the Cold War, the US and Soviet Union spied on each other. That's no secret, but there's one bizarre conspiracy.
Appreciate the sub, Sunshi69, man.
conspiracy theory from that period. People claimed the CIA tried to turn animals into spies. It sounded crazy, but declassified documents proved it actually happened. In the early 90s,
like, why were you doing these crazy text experiments on animals? Like, you could not need the information that damn bad to where you gotta plug a dog up with a microphone just to get some info, gang. It's never that deep.
1960s being,
and then the thing is, we've seen when the FBI or CIA gets the information, they don't do shit with it. Like, the CIA knew 9/11 was going to happen. They just didn't know necessarily how it was going to happen, even though we already had like planes and a lot of terrorist acts on planes. But the thing was that planes used to be hijacked and used for ransom. They were never used to fly into a building. So I can understand why they wouldn't think that would be something that would happen, right? You know, that was just out of the goddamn pattern. I don't think anybody deliberately flew a building into a tower before. That was some new shit. Not gonna lie. Osama, yeah, you got creative with that. Holy hell.
CIA spy man.
Or even when the CIA, like I said, knew about Kuwait being invaded by Iraq. You feel me? They could have, but they didn't want to put false judgment onto Iraq, and you know what I'm saying, and then lead up to another war and all that extra shit. You know? Especially with them helping them and all that extra shit.
Risking your life. Anyone caught
Happy Easter to y'all, man.
Soviet Union
to those who do
the CIA wanted to spy without putting agents in danger, so they came up with a strange idea: stop relying on human agents. That was where cats came in. The CIA realized cats could go anywhere without drawing attention. That made them perfect.
So did you control cats?
The agency launched Project Acoustic Kitty. The goal was simple: turn a cat into a walking listening device. Surgeons would implant a microphone, a radio transmitter, and an antenna into the cat's body. The idea was that the cat would move near a target, the mic would capture the conversation, and the transmitter would send the audio to the CIA. On paper, it sounded smart. In real life,
no, that's legit animal abuse right there, dog. Come on, man. You're supposed to be taking care of the animals, not using them like toys and shit. Using them for war? That's so fucked up. I mean, not using them for war, but you know what I mean, bro. That's disgusting, man.
It was chaos. Implanting those devices into a living creature was tricky. It took months to figure out. One report said they made—
I said flew a building into a tower? My bad, bro. I meant flew a plane into a tower. I'm sounding dumb as hell.
A monstrosity.
I ain't gonna lie. When I have headphones in, for some reason, it makes it that much more difficult for me to articulate my ideals. Like, I genuinely have to hear myself speak so I don't end up saying the wrong shit. That makes sense. If I don't, I end up saying dumb shit and my words start slurring together. You feel me? Like I said, I had speech impediment as a child. Like, seriously, I had to go to speech therapy class and all that. And yeah, man, I low-key like stopped that class. Like, I never completed it. You feel me?
At that point, it was time to train.
What's up, Tay? Chat just pulled up to the stream. What are we watching? We watching theories that are actually true.
Wandering off and chasing birds. It also kept stopping to look for food. Even so, the agency decided the spy cat was ready. It was time for a real mission. In 1967, the CIA released the spy cat near the Soviet embassy in Washington, D.C. Two men were sitting on a nearby.
There's no way a spy cat worked.
The cat to get close enough to record the conversation.
So how'd you get the cat to do it?
It stepped into the street. Then a taxi hit it. The mission was over before it—
You suck, man. Instantly release the animal into the public and then it gets ran over by a taxi. Are you serious? No way.
Even began. By then, the agency already spent about $20 million.
20 mil on this cat, on one cat, nigga. Bro, I swear they just be having fun with our goddamn taxes, man. This is where your tax money's going to defenses and like this. So they can build robotic animals to spy on other niggas. Terrible, bro.
On the project. That's roughly $170 million today. But
so
they decided
stupid.
to quietly shut it down. One memo said the project was not practical. However, the agency didn't give up on the idea of animal spies. Instead, they tried something even stranger. By the early 1970s, CIA engineers came up with a new plan. If real animals were too hard to control, they would build a machine that looked like one. That idea became the insectophile.
Oh, wow.
It was a tiny drone built to look like a dragonfly. It had a tiny tiny engine that powered the wings. A microphone was hidden in the head, and operators could control it remotely. By 1976, the CIA had a working prototype.
Now, that's a better way to use your intelligence and creativity, right? Rather than actually sticking a goddamn microphone inside a real animal, why not just create one, right? Create a false animal and throw a microphone in it, and then make it small enough that no one can recognize that it's a fake dragonfly, because who the fuck is analyzing a dragonfly? And I actually hardly see dragonflies anymore, bro.
Type.
This is the first flight of the insect-sized unmanned aerial vehicle called Insectodopter. Flight tests were impressive.
The plan was for it to fly close to a target and record conversations. Once again, it didn't work well in real life. The drone was extremely light. That meant even a small breeze could push it off course.
Damn.
Agents struggled to keep it steady long enough to record anything useful. Eventually, the project was abandoned. The acoustic
wow, bro. Well, that went down the drain.
Kitty and Insectodopter projects remained classified for decades. People talked about them, but no one could confirm they were real. Then in the early 2000s, the CIA declassified some documents. That was when the truth finally became.
So the CIA is always declassifying information. So them declassifying about MLK and JF Kennedy, that was not something that was new under the sun, right? Why are they doing this though? Why did they wait so long to declassify the information? Like, you waited 30 years after game? Why? What was the point of that? Like, why not just tell us, hey, this is what we're working on? Well, it makes sense, right? Because then your enemy is going to know your goddamn tactics and shit. Then, you know, that can lead to less turnaround, or less effective turnaround and all that extra
became public. In 2003, the CIA put an
Insectodopter
prototype on display in its museum. The company, in our next chapter, secretly did something to millions of their own customers and didn't tell anyone. The Battery Gate Conspiracy.
What is this
For
about?
years, iPhone users noticed a frustrating pattern. Whenever
The
Apple
battery would
released
die.
a new iPhone, the older models seemed to get slower. Many users believed Apple was doing this on purpose to push them to buy the latest iPhone. People thought
definitely, bro. You try to talk to ChatGPT about this, ChatGPT would tell you, I don't think it's smart to assume or create assumptions about things. That's how you lose people in the argument, which is understandable, right? But at the same time, it's like, come on. I'm saying something that is beyond logical, right? This is just like, it's like, not beyond logical. It's supreme logic. It makes sense no matter how you look at it. You feel me? This is a business. You feel me? So as a business, how the fuck do I get to buy my newer shit? I make the old one outdated, unfunctional, and that forces customers to come in and buy the new phone. And we repeat that process again. You feel me? Why do you think they allow to get upgrades and shit every 3 or some years, you know?
Theory was crazy, and if you believe
they
it,
redacted a lot of
paranoid.
info and
Then
released
in
information. Look at the
2017,
Epstein files.
happened, and suddenly you didn't seem so crazy after all. That year,
Right.
Apple released a software update called iOS 10.2.1. After users installed it, complaints started pouring in. Users with older iPhones said their batteries were acting strangely. A phone might show a 30% battery, then suddenly drop to 1%. Seconds later, the phone would shut down. People complained all
That's
over.
another thing too. Why do you think they keep changing the charger ports for goddamn phones and all that? You know what I'm saying? It's to drive people to buy the new phones, to buy the new technology, because they realize that we can't keep getting away with this method, bro. Did they get sued for this?
Social media. They were confused, frustrated, and demanded answers, but Apple didn't respond. So one man decided to look into it himself. John Poole was a software developer. He noticed that people were complaining about their iPhones. His wife was one of them.
My wife just offhand mentioned that her iPhone 6S felt slow, and the numbers that we got out of it were significantly lower than what I'd expect from a phone like that.
Poole knew enough about phones to analyze the situation.
It was sort of a eureka moment, and that's what prompted me to really take a deep dive into our database of performance data and see what was happening.
He ran performance tests on older iPhones.
See, I know Apple just be like, we finna give our phone to a whole time. They gave this to a genius, bro. But majority of your consumers, they're not this intelligent to even think about some shit like this. And I don't mean that in a negative way. I just, no one will be thinking about, oh, let me run a database quick test, right? And see how well my phone is performing and why is it feeling slow, you know?
compared the results to
good cheese
ones.
pasta.
What he found was hard to ignore. Older iPhones running newer versions of iOS had lower performance scores, but it was only happening to phones with older batteries. After analyzing everything, he reached one unsettling conclusion. Apple was deliberately slowing down older iPhones. Google published his findings on his blog on December 2017. Millions read it and they were furious. For the first time, the old joke about Apple slowing phones down didn't feel like a joke anymore. Now Apple had to answer for it. Just 2 days after Poole's blog went viral, Apple released a statement.
Apple confirms it slows down the performance of older iPhones to reduce power demands.
The company admitted it was slowing down older phones, but it said there was a good reason for it. As iPhones get older, so do their batteries. Older batteries can't handle power the way they used to. If an older battery is pushed too hard, the phone might shut down or crash. To prevent that from happening, Apple added software that reduced the processor speed on older models. But that explanation didn't calm customers down. The problem...
Actually, that's not a bad explanation, my nigga. I'll be real. You know what I'm saying? If I'm being so real, that's not bad. That's not bad. You know, it makes sense, right? Like, why the fuck am I going to put an M5 chip in a iPhone with a battery, right? It's going to explode. And when I try to go to bed at night, my house might catch fire, you know? And it's like, we got to understand that they are making updates to the phone every damn year. Like, they make a new phone every year. So every year they're getting new technology, and then technology is constantly moving at a crazy rate. So the technology you get as soon as you buy it is already outdated. You feel me? There's a newer system, newer model that works a lot faster, that's on a bigger processor with a better battery, you know? And then with Apple trying to give the update to every iOS device, you know, that can lead to some of the older models possibly being slowed down just because they're not compatible with processing that crazy data and shit. Jordan makes the same shoes and just switch the colors and they're still buying them. Well, Jordan has become a part of just shoe culture. You feel me? There's not really too many other shoe brands that is going to be wearing religiously. You know, New Balance has just stepped on the scene. They ain't really wearing Under Armour shoes like that. Nike and Jordan, they go hand in hand, but you know, hey, it's like those are the two main brands that are wearing now. You know, they're kind of that what's the word, man? They're streetwear fashion and normal wear, right? What are some other shoes that wear on a regular basis? I only see wear Jordans and New Balances and Nike. Those are the three shoes I see the most of. Every other shoe, I don't know. By the way, how are you today, Taileon? I'm doing pretty well. Oh, Vans. So you gotta think about it. We got 4 main groups of shoes that is wearing. You know, it's damn near like a monopoly at that point. Like, ain't gonna wear no other shoes just because it don't got no name behind it, ain't got no clout, and ain't got no attention. You feel me? You know, yeah, and you know people like buying on brand things to feel special. Oh, I got these pair of Jordans and shit. You know, I wear some fake shit so fast. I don't give a damn. Go to Amazon, give me some fake Crocs. I don't give a fuck. And the fact that Crocs, I believe, cost like $40 is so crazy to me, bro. Crocs used to be so damn. I remember when they were selling Crocs at Payless. That's how old I am, nigga. Payless, my nigga. I don't even know if Payless is still in operation. But they stopped doing that shit. I don't know when Crocs became hella popular, but now they like $40 a piece for a pair of plastic shoes. Legit plastic with holes in it, gang. That's got to be illegal.
Wasn't just the slowdown. The problem was that Apple kept it hidden. Soon lawsuits began piling up.
So far, 2 lawsuits have been filed in Los Angeles and Illinois, claiming those suing never consented to allow Apple to slow their older iPhones.
Apple was sued in the US, Canada, Israel, and several European countries. Attorneys said Apple acted deceptively by hiding the shutdown and slowdown issues. In 2020, Apple agreed to settle the lawsuits. The company reportedly paid about $500 million.
Oh my lord, bro. You know, it's so crazy. Like, you can sue for anything in this. Y'all heard about the Lion King? The Lion King sued a comedian because he said he got the lyrics wrong, and that was a stain on his goddamn character by telling people that these were the specific lyrics when they weren't. I'm like, are you serious, nigga? There's no way you trying to sue a nigga for 75 mil all because he either made a joke about your lyrics or he said them wrong. So stupid, bro. I'm taking emotional damage from this and all that, and it's affecting my brain work and all that. I'm not able to live, so I need 75 million from this that doesn't obviously have that. But okay.
Every iPhone user included in
the
the
Defy
list
created himself love. Appreciate that, bro.
But as part of the deal, Apple did not admit to breaking any laws or any other wrongdoing. Today, Apple's more transparent about battery performance. The company also added a new feature that shows battery health. Up next is the story of a product that millions of people bought without knowing it was a death trap. The Ford Pinto conspiracy. The Ford Pinto is remembered as one of the most dangerous cars ever. Even a small crash could make it burst into flames.
Holy shit.
Ended up in the emergency room. The conspiracy theory was that Ford themselves knew the cars were going to explode, but they hid that information and sold it anyway. That was a serious accusation, but the truth was even worse. In the 1960s, the Ford Motor Company was in trouble. Other car companies were selling smaller, cheaper vehicles, and Ford needed something that could compete. So the CEO told engineers to build a car that was cheap, small, and fuel efficient. Those targets were difficult, but not impossible. The real problem was time. Designing a new car normally took 43 months. Ford engineers were given only 25. That deadline forced them to rush the design process. The result was the Ford Pinto. Eventually, it was time for crash testing, which is standard for any new car. Engineers wanted to see what would happen if the Pinto crashed. When the Pinto was hit from behind, the gas tank ruptured. Fuel spilled, sparks flew, and then boom, the Pinto burst into flames. Ford crash tested the car over 40 times. The same problem occurred. When the Pinto was rear-ended, the car caught fire. The problem came from the car's design. Engineers placed the gas tank right behind the rear bumper.
Why the f would you do that, gang? Yo, science is bad. I guess it's trial and error, bro, right? If you don't know, you just don't know. So you would think that's a smart place to put that, but hell no, bro.
Despite the obvious danger, Ford moved ahead with production. Thousands of Pintos were built and sold. It was an instant hit.
When I bought my Pinto, I figured it was a good value, but I didn't know
I feel like every pedophile from the 1970s wore this shit. Well, actually, yes, wore this exact fit and had this goddamn mustache and had a Ford Pinto. Be honest with you, this is a pedophile in the 70s starter pack.
Good until my dad
He was touching kids.
started buying it.
So I ended up buying my own.
Then I bought one, and I bought one.
And I bought one.
Millions of Americans bought one. They had no idea they were getting into a death trap. Not long after the Pinto hit the road, the disasters began. Drivers reported the same terrifying pattern. Another car would hit them from behind. Then the Pinto would burst into flames. It happened again and again. Too often to be a coincidence. Some victims began to ask, did Ford already know this could happen? Ford said there was no problem. The Pinto met all safety standards. Even so, some victims filed lawsuits. Those cases went to trial in the mid-1970s, and the Pinto case became a national story. As the trial got more attention, one reporter decided to dig deeper. He got access to Ford's internal company records. What he found was alarming. The document showed that Ford...
Who the fuck gave this the inside of Ford? That's crazy. Design defects of the Ford system, fuel tank system.
Engineers already knew the car could explode, but that wasn't the worst part. Once the accidents began, Ford had another chance to act. The company thought about recalling every Pinto and fixing the issue, but executives felt it would be too expensive. Recalling and fixing every Pinto would cost $137 million.
God damn.
They estimated that settling victims' lawsuits would cost about $50 million. So the company decided it was cheaper to let people get hurt. In September 1977, the reporter went public with his findings. His article was titled Pinto Madness. TV networks, newspapers picked up the story. Now the conspiracy theory no longer sounded crazy. Ford knew the car was dangerous and sold it anyway. In total, 117 families sued Ford over the Pinto. The company paid more than $100 million.
Wow, so you was better off. Well, I guess 137 million is still more than 128 million, but pretty sure there's some extra costs that went into that, right?
To settle the cases. In June 1978, Ford finally recalled 1.5 million Ford Pintos. Engineers made the necessary changes to prevent explosions. No one knows exactly how many people passed away in Pinto fires. Some estimates put the number in the hundreds. Others say it was much lower. But whatever the true number was, it was far too many. Up next is the story of an industry that quietly rewrote the rules of nutrition, and millions of people paid the price. The Big Sugar Conspiracy. For years, doctors said eating fatty foods caused heart disease, but some scientists believed the wrong food was getting blamed. To them, sugar was the real danger. As they dug deeper, they uncovered a dark conspiracy to bury the truth. It involved bribes, intimidation, and even fake research. In the late 1950s, thousands of Americans were passing away from heart attacks. Doctors and researchers were trying to figure out why. In 1965, a nutritionist suggested that too much sugar might be the reason.
We started to wonder late in the 1950s.
Everybody was on a sugar high back in the day.
Culprit in the increase in heart disease.
The sugar industry was alarmed by that theory. Americans were consuming more sugar than ever before. It was in soft drinks, candy, and desserts. If the public blamed sugar for heart disease, the industry could lose billions. To protect their business, they needed to shift.
Still gonna eat sugar, bro. You already got them addicted to the taste, to the flavor. Bro, this is what is wanting, bro. You know what I'm saying?
To blame, and they knew exactly how to do it.
They probably would have been in an uproar, but in reality, I don't think anything would have happened to them had they just continued the way they were going.
Group called the Sugar Research Foundation. It was dedicated to the scientific study of sugar's role in food. On the surface, the group looked neutral and trustworthy, but behind the scenes, it was run by people who made money selling sugar. They wanted people to keep eating sugar even if it was harming their health. So in July 1965, the Sugar Research Foundation contacted a researcher at Harvard University. They asked him to write a study on the cause of heart disease, but there was a catch. The paper needed to downplay the dangers of sugar and shift the blame to fatty foods. The foundation paid the researcher tens of thousands of dollars. Back then, scientists didn't have to reveal who funded their work, so the public never knew about the deal. In 1967, the Harvard researcher published his paper. It said that cutting fat out of your diet was the best way to avoid heart disease. And because the study came from Harvard, people trusted it. Almost
that
no
look like
one
my
knew
old high school.
Sugar industry paid for this study. Sugar executives were thrilled. One of them even wrote to the researcher, "Let me assure you, this is quite what we had in mind." Over time, the idea that fatty foods alone caused heart disease became widely accepted. A few years later, the US government released dietary guidelines. It told Americans to cut back on saturated fat, especially red meat.
Now, I will say this right now, man. Do not eat a crap ton of red meat. All right? That's going to take a long time to digest in your body because it's a lot more coarse. It's a lot less lean, right? Red meat, for some reason, is very difficult to digest. Not difficult, but it just takes longer than if you stick to the white meat. You know what I'm saying? And that's no racial. But eat your chicken, your turkey, and your fish. So
many people followed that advice.
Red meat's supposed to be consumed
Many
once
Americans
a week.
switched to low-fat
That's
products.
valid.
Food companies advertised low-fat yogurt, snacks, and dessert.
Who would do it right?
Hard to believe it's got less fat.
But many of these low-fat foods had extra sugar for flavor. So people ended up consuming even more sugar than before. Over time, the health problems worsened.
That's crazy, bro. So the entire system, what we seen is being legit manipulated. Oh my God, they telling yeah, man, it's the fat, but whole time, no, it's the sugar that's killing us.
It's question.
But the thing is, like, why the would you want to put more sugar into a product unless you're trying to deliberately kill? I mean, ain't no way you could be chasing a flavor that damn much just to get took so they can keep buying the book. It's probably what it is.
The old research on fat and sugar. But
didn't you say all you ate was burgers years ago? You know they have turkey burgers, right? You know what I'm saying? I do turkey burgers, bro. I do turkey burgers, and every so often I'll do a regular burger, you know, and that's all home cooked. Cook your meals at the crib. I ain't gonna lie, don't eat out. I ain't gonna say don't eat out, you feel me, but balance it. Balance is key, okay? Balance is definitely key.
there was still no proof that the study was manipulated. It took nearly 50 years for the truth to come out. In 2009, a researcher was studying the history of nutrition science. Her name was Kristen Kearns. While going through Harvard records, she found letters between Harvard researchers and the Sugar Research Foundation.
The first folder that I pulled out opened up to a memo, the blue letterhead of the Sugar Association, and it had the word confidential.
Those letters
That's
prove
crazy.
that the
You just
sugar
found
industry
this?
funded the research and probably influenced the results. In September 2016, Kearns published what she found. It shocked the
I learned all of this when I was diagnosed with diabetes. I was able to reverse it in the under 3 months, but I had to let go sugar, potatoes, pasta, rice.
New this morning, Bay Area researchers are accusing the sugar industry of some unsavory behavior.
And comeback, gang. Is your diabetes in remission, twin?
Believe me, I've been
It
reading
sounds
this
like
for the
it
past
is.
couple of days.
Congratulations.
Like, oh my God.
What did you think? We shaped our notion of healthy diets for decades on this. Don't ever eat fat, sugar, no problem.
By then, the research...
You know, wait. It took till 2016 to realize that sugar's fucked up. Y'all didn't hear about cavities, none of that. Like, there's no way you ain't know that sugar can put weight on you and fuck your body up. Like, there's no way. That only thought it was fat. I mean, if you see on the nutritional facts on the back of the goddamn, let's just say soda drink, right? And that might say 100 grams of sugar. You should be worried, bro, what the fuck you put into your system. But I guess they didn't really care about that back then because they really believed that fat was the only issue. Crazy, bro. Your body needs fats. And you know what I dislike? I don't dislike, but I find it very funny when I see athletes that don't bodybuild, right? They always claim that they're 3% body fat. And I'm like, you do realize that's fucking impossible. And if you have 3% body fat, you legit will probably die within the next 2 days, my nigga. Your body needs fat to survive. I don't know why we so against fat, you know what I'm saying? It's like, don't overeat. Don't eat a ton of calories, okay? Still get your healthy foods in, your healthy fats, oils, and all that extra shit. It's good for your skin. It's good for your body. It's good for the cells.
Researchers who wrote the paper were no longer alive, but the Sugar Research Foundation still existed. It now went by a new name, the Sugar Association.
The SAS.
People confronted the group. It denied doing anything wrong. It admitted it funded...
Ew, that's sugar right there, bro. Ew.
...did the research, but insisted it didn't influence the results. Even so, it was too late to undo the damage. For decades, people ate foods packed with sugar, and many paid the price with their health. That was a lie that lasted 50 years, all because the sugar industry wanted to protect their profits.
That's so crazy, bro. The fact that money is the only thing that be keeping these higher ups running, not morality, not wanting better for the general public, man. You know what I'm gonna do, bro? I'm gonna just up and have eat, okay? That's some bull.
Operation so unbelievable.
Let me put these glasses on so I don't fall asleep, chat. Yo, Tate, W Stream, I'm finna go to sleep. All right, family.
Say that the government can control the weather. It sounds like
tuning in, twin.
Paranoid people would believe, but that idea.
Yeah, I gotta keep glasses on so I don't go to sleep, bro. I realize that these lights are making me tired,
bro. The war
bro.
wasn't going well. One major
feel like my eyes are being burned.
Was the Vietnamese army's supply network. Their soldiers had secret roads running through the jungle. They used these routes to move food, weapons, and troops. As long as supply routes stayed open, it was much harder for the U.S. to win. The U.S. wanted to shut them down, but there were too many hidden roads to find and block. Then the military noticed something. Whenever heavy rain fell, the roads turned into mud. Trucks got stuck and people struggled to move through it. That made moving supplies much harder for Vietnamese forces. That gave the US an idea. If they could make it rain all the time, the enemy would have a much harder time moving supplies.
So let me guess, they seeded the clouds?
The weather sounded like science fiction.
They seeded the clouds, they had to.
A reason to believe it was possible. Years earlier, a chemist named Vincent Schaefer ran some weather experiments. Schaefer flew over New York and dropped 3 pounds of dry ice into a cloud. Within minutes, the cloud began producing snow. He called it cloud seeding, and it proved
there we go. And we still got believing that cloud seeding isn't real or that we can't control the weather. You're just a conspiracy theorist. Damn, man, God, you just so dumb, man. The government would never do that to us, man. You know, it's out here like really blindly trusting the government. Like, how American do you have to be, dude? Right? You know, I saw, you know what, I'm going to say, should I save that video for an actual reaction for Instagram? Nah, yeah, I'm going to save it.
It might be able to inform.
Sure was like cracking the 80s before 80s and 1600s.
Decided to try it. It was called Operation Popeye.
The goal of Operation Popeye was to extend the monsoon season and create an inordinate amount of rainfall by seeding clouds.
Air Force planes were loaded with canisters of silver iodide. The planes flew into storm clouds.
Just up our environment, right? We're inhaling this too.
And released them. The silver iodide triggered more rainfall. The extra rain turned roads into mud. Some paths even flooded. Moving supplies became much harder for Vietnamese forces. The mission was a success. For 5 years, the U.S. military kept doing it.
They flew over 2,600 missions from a period
of boy!
72.
And they kept the operation top secret. But secrets like that don't stay hidden forever. In March 1970.
Yeah, I wonder, like, how the hell do these secrets come out, right? Like, honestly, how do they come out? I mean, we're learning about it, but how does one even get the tip? Right? Wow, that sounds crazy. Holy shit, man. Like, how did they get a lead that something like this is going on? You feel me? Like, what makes a person assume, hey, you know what? I think the government is controlling our weather. Like, what the hell is making you believe that? What did you see to believe that, right?
A reporter of the Washington Post exposed the operation. He revealed how the military was using the weather as a weapon.
Why was John Kiriakou the only whistleblower we knew? Like, I think that's the only. Are there any whistleblowers like John Kiriakou? Or is he just the only one that so happens to be named?
Of war. The public was shocked. Lawmakers were angry that they were never informed. The defense secretary was called before Congress to explain himself, but he denied everything.
Snowden?
The claims.
Yeah, I don't know who Snowden is, but I'm gonna check him out, bro.
Wild tales. That denial only made things worse because reporters kept digging. In July 1972, another reporter published a story in the New York Times. It was titled "Rainmaking is Used as Weapons."
He the most famous one?
This time,
Kiriakou or Snowden?
The reporter had spoken with people involved in the operation. Now the story was no longer just a rumor. The defense secretary and military officials were summoned to a secret Senate hearing. They were asked about the project again, and they finally admitted the truth. That raised a disturbing question. If one country could use weather as a weapon, what would happen if other countries did the same? It could destabilize the climate, disrupt food supply, and create other serious problems. World leaders didn't want that to happen. So by 1977, world leaders signed an agreement.
It is, but they may be dead. People were scared to talk because of the repercussions that follow behind
that treaty. As far as we know, no country has weaponized the weather since. However, cloud seeding never stopped. It's still used
we
for
continue to
farming
use
and
it.
weather-related needs. So the weather control conspiracy theory turned out to be true. The leader in our next chapter believed the government was his enemy, so he decided to destroy it from the inside. The Scientology conspiracy. The Church of Scientology has been accused of many things, including being a cult, but one claim stood out from the rest. People said the church was doing illegal things to silence its enemies and manipulate the government. So were these conspiracy theories true? But to understand why millions of people believe this church is dangerous, we have to go back to where it all started. The Church of Scientology began in 1953. It was founded by a science fiction writer named L. Ron Hubbard. It said Scientology was a religion that could help people unlock their full potential.
Read Scientology, The Fundamentals of Thought by L. Ron Hubbard. Your search is over, but the adventure's just begun.
That message attracted thousands of followers. But as Scientology grew, so did the controversy around it. Former members accused the church of extortion and harassment. By the mid-1960s, the complaints were too many to ignore. The US government started investigating Scientology's internal practices.
Slowly blew the whistle on the government spying on the citizens through our tech.
Going straight to the founder, Hubbard. He was running it less like a religion and more like a business. So the government revoked Scientology's tax-exempt status. Other countries went even further.
The state of Victoria in Australia has passed a law making it a criminal offence for anyone to demand or receive payment for the pseudo-medical practice of Scientology.
Hubbard was furious. He believed the government was targeting him unfairly. He gave interviews defending Scientology.
Why do they just fight it and say there's something bad, but they never specify what's bad? They haven't specified. For instance, right now they say we're breaking up marriages. court. That's a lie.
But instead of fighting back in court, Hubbard came up with a much darker plan. He would attack the government from within. In 1973, Hubbard launched Operation Snow White. The mission was simple. Scientology wanted to infiltrate government offices and erase every damaging file about the church. To do that, Hubbard created a network of spies. They made Scientology members apply for jobs in government agencies. They targeted places like the IRS and the Department of Justice.
How the hell?
Hired the spies search for files on Scientology. Then
that's actually kind of crazy, bro. You went through the full. This is like waking up. What do you call those people? What do you call those people where they're trained to be another nationality in their home country, right? Like Germans will have some guy, sleeper, yep, there we go, sleeper agents. It's like a sleeper agent.
They stole those files or destroyed them. Sometimes they swapped real records with fake ones that made the church look harmless. The operation was led by Hubbard's wife, Mary Sue. She trained Scientologists to become spies.
Hold on, what the fuck did Mary Sue do before in order to train these?
To forge
how does she know how to train people to get ready for the IRS and be ready for the FBI and avoid detection?
And manipulate people.
That is crazy, bro.
The plan worked. Scientology infiltrated 136 government agencies in 30 countries.
Damn.
But the church was not just stealing files. They were also going after anyone who criticized them. Hubbard kept the list.
Let me not talk about the goddamn Scientologists. What does Scientologists even believe, bro? Do they just believe in the Big Bang? Let's actually look that up. Hold on. What do Scientologists... you know what? I forgot how to spell ontologist, but or whatever. Believe in. I spelled do wrong. Holy shit. Scientology, centering on the Thetan, what? An immortal spiritual being inhabiting a body, and the belief that individuals can regain their inherent unlimited capabilities through auditing. What? A counseling process to remove past trauma and promote spiritual enlightenment via hierarchical bridge to total freedom to reach the state of clear. Okay, the Thetan. Humans are not just minds or bodies, but immortal spiritual beings known as Thetan. Okay, hold on. It's not as crazy as I thought it was. All right, if I'm being honest, okay. This is what's the science behind this, nigga? This sounds just like a spiritual, like. Is that what Scientologist is? Bro, I legit thought this was going to be more like less spiritual, right? And more just about science. Yeah, we believe the Big Bang Theory created humans and and evolution. This is not what I thought Scientologist was going to be about. This sounds like spiritual enlightenment and reincarnation. Literally. Is this not reincarnation here? Watch the South Park clip about that. It's legit. What I'm hearing is just the reincarnation. Just in a longer, I don't know, definition here. Basically, yeah, you'd think the name went with their agenda on me. Why the fuck would they call themselves Scientologists? This shit's stupid, man. Arc triangle. The 8 dynamics. Life is broken down into 8 urges or motivations, which include self-creativity, group, mankind, and the ultimate spiritual existence. Just say you a spiritual person, bro. What? Why is this the first time I find out that Scientology is not related to science in the slightest? Why the fuck does Scientology get such a bad take? You know what? Let's look that up. Because they do cult-like shit. Why does Scientology get such a bad rep? Scientology receives an intensely negative reputation, primarily due to accusations of being coercive cult, like I said, that separate families through disconnection policies, demands exorbitant financial payments for training, and engages in aggressive harassment of critics. Former members and critics often describe abusive practices, financial exploitation, and immense pressure on followers, leading to its reputation as an abusive organization. Okay. So sound like I decided to use spiritualism, right, and abuse his followers. I'm pretty sure it would fuck with Scientology if it didn't have all that negative shit behind it.
Of the church's enemies. Paulette.
They also don't let people leave, apparently. Charles Darwin theory seems believable.
Cooper was at the top of that list. In 1972, she published a book titled The Scandal of Scientology. It was one of the first books to openly criticize the church. Scientology church leaders hated her for it, so they decided to ruin her life.
Oh, what did they do?
Sued me 19 times all over the world.
God damn, boy.
Put me through 50 days of depositions. They sent a lot of horrible anonymous smear letters about me.
Then they decided.
You would think that something about being spiritual, right? You feel me? About being a good enlightened figure. You know, you think to put that in practice and not try to harass and niggas' lives over. But, you know, that's what happens when you get into, or when money becomes the foundation of your practice.
Decided to frame her for a crime.
They stole my stationery. They got my fingerprint on a piece of paper, and then they sent bomb threats to themselves.
Scientologists got
okay, nah, see, my Scientologists, I just try hards at this point, man. I see why Tom Cruise is showing this. He the only mission. This the only that got like 10 Mission Impossible movies, man. I see why he part of the goddamn Scientology. It wouldn't be possible if he didn't join that. Holy shit. God damn. Did you hear what they just did? Talking about they grabbed a fingerprint off this piece of a letter. Off her letter. Sent bomb threats to themselves to frame her as a terrorist amongst the goddamn Scientologists. That's crazy, man, right? That's overtime work. That's insane. Just to destroy life? Nah, yeah. Like I said, I understand why Tom Cruise is part of this goddamn society, nigga. 10 Mission Impossible movies. In fact, I think he dropping a new one this year. God damn.
With Paulette's fingerprints. Then they used that paper to send device threats to their own church. After that, they reported the threats to the FBI themselves. To investigators, it looked like she was guilty. Paulette was arrested and charged. If convicted, she could spend years behind bars. The Scientologists were celebrating. However, their entire operation was about to fall apart.
Hold on, is Scientology just spirituality for white niggas? Is that what I'm hearing? Spirituality for my white niggas that believe in reincarnation. That's legit what Scientology sounds like to me. I don't see no black in Scientology. Are black niggas allowed to join that shit? I don't think so. I don't know. No, not at all. Can't join? Nah, it's for spiritual, for educational purposes. More like inside the outside. There was one popular one. Isaac Hayes. Them light-skinned boys. R. Kelly, I think, is in it. That is not a spiritual person, bro. No. He's a pedophile. He's he's the farthest away from spirituality than any nigga on this planet. Yes, the Chef on South Park was one. This ain't no fictional character, but you know what? The Chef is real in my eyes. Shout out to him, bro. Just smart dudes being spiritual about their genius brains. Holy shit, man. No way.
In May 19-
I legit thought I thought Scientology was gonna be like some complicated explanation as to how the universe was made, structured, and all that, right? That they don't believe in a God, they don't believe in an actual higher being or higher power. Whole time these believe in that shit. In fact, they believe that you're an immortal spirit taking over bodies and shit. Who would have thought that? That's crazy. They need to change the name. Change the name, please. Y'all can't be rolling around here giving us or false advertisement. I think Will Smith is one of them niggas. Isaac Hayes voice of We Speak 82 Languages had that.
76, two Scientology spies broke into a courthouse in Washington, D.C. They were trying to steal...
Like, who the like, they just hiring from Ninjago or some shit? Why are all these this damn skilled at corrupting shit? Changing niggas' identities, going into the goddamn IRS and FBI, taking off files. Now they breaking into other buildings. Like, who are these?
Or documents, but the plan failed. A security guard caught them using forged IDs. Federal agents traced those fake IDs back to Scientology. So in July,
I don't understand how these are that like committed to like ruining their lives, right? Like, you can't be that committed, gang. Like, Scientology cannot be that lit to where you like, you know what, fuck it, bro. I'm gonna get my all for this group, for this cult, and I'm gonna fuck my life up and other lives up by doing some stupid shit. That's crazy. You sound like one of them terrorists.
In 1977, FBI agents raided Scientology offices. They seized about 100,000 stolen government documents. They also
What?
Covered files that exposed Operation Snow White. Those files showed that Scientology framed Paulette Cooper too.
They found something that said along the line of conspired to frame Miss Lovely, which was the code name that Hubbard gave to me.
11 high.
So you telling me she beat this case by like luck? Is that what I'm hearing, bro? Imagine they didn't find these files. Her ass would have been in prison for like 60 some years, bro. That's so up.
Ranking Scientology officials were convicted. Among them was Mary Sue, the wife of L. Ron Hubbard. She was sentenced to 5 years behind bars. But one key figure avoided charges. L. Ron Hubbard himself. Investigators believed he directed the operation, but they could never prove it in court. After the convictions, Hubbard disappeared from public life. He spent the rest of his life paranoid and in hiding. Scientology still exists today, and it is still powerful. Its members include celebrities, lawmakers, and wealthy CEOs. Who knows how much more powerful it could have.
Is this the group of just spiritual? What? It sounds like they're a, what's the word, man? A more distinguished version of hippies, right? Literally, bro. It is a cult, but like, if we look at it, bro, like, you are spiritual, bro. How do you turn something spiritual into a cult, though? Like, I don't, well, you can do that with any religion, right? Or any practice. You can do that with anything. So
become if its spies stayed inside the government. This next chapter is about a secret club that most powerful people in the world don't want you to know about. The Secret Society Conspiracy. You've probably heard the theory that a secret group of rich and powerful men control the world, that they meet in
hell yeah, bro,
private to decide wars, pick presidents, and shape major events. Most people brushed off this conspiracy theory as nonsense, but it turns out there's some truth to it. There's a forest in northern.
Let's guess how many views this video got. Yup. Vid ain't get no love, nigga. Government didn't want nobody to see this.
In California, where powerful men really do mean.
There we go. I forgot what the name of this wood, this forest was. Look at this Ronald Reagan, man. Fuck this. Oh my God, you piece of shit. What's this? George W. Who the fuck is this man? George W. Bush? Who's this? I don't know who that nigga is, bro. You know what? This is the only guy I recognize as a president because he f us up, man.
Those men are members of.
There we go. The Bohemian Club. I forgot. Yup.
Bohemian Club.
A group of Boy Scouts that like to touch and explore each other's bodies and kids.
The club was formed in 1872 in San Francisco. At first, it was just a few dozen men talking about art, but over time, the club began to change. Businessmen, lawyers, and politicians joined. Within a few decades, the Bohemian Club was no longer mainly about creativity. It was about power. In the 1890s, the club built a private camp deep in the California redwoods. They called it Bohemian Grove. Every summer, members traveled there for a 2-week retreat. As the years passed, the guest list became more impressive. Multiple U.S. presidents attended, but as the Grove got more powerful, it also became more exclusive and secretive.
You don't ask to join, they ask you. The whole thing is about excluding certain people, and other people get to go to this fancy retreat.
No one was allowed to take photographs. Journalists were banned from entering. Members followed one strict rule. What happened at Bohemian Grove stayed at Bohemian Grove.
This is not Las Vegas, nigga. Chill, bro. That's freaky as hell, bro. What y'all hosting? Male strippers and shit?
Naturally, this made
stripping in front of the podium and all that, gang.
Suspicious. What were these powerful men doing in secret?
Like, look at all these niggas here. Like, what could have been so important for all these niggas to meet up and talk about? They ain't even talking about shit. They probably playing bingo with they old ass.
Decades, no one on the outside really knew. Then one journalist managed to get in. In July 1989, a journalist named Philip Weiss got inside.
Is this nigga Philip Weiss still alive? How much you want to bet this nigga Philip Weiss ain't alive, bro? Hold on. There are multiple individuals. What? Hold on, Philip Wise. God damn it, I'm dumb as hell. Oh, wait, the nigga still alive? Wow. Never mind. I guess they didn't want to take his ass out. W-Mans.
Inside Bohemian Grove. He planned to sneak in, but when he got there, security was much lighter than he expected, so he pretended to be a guest and stayed for 7 days.
Crazy part is most people
politicians, business
of the world would still write this off
about
going
major
about
issues. It all seemed impressive, but on the first night, things went from impressive to bizarre. After dark, men in dark robes walked in a slow procession. They carried a coffin, then they placed it in front of the statue of an apple.
Look at this satanic shit. What the f? Yo presidents, yo higher elites, yo that got money, yo that you say are influential are doing this gnarly ass. Like, you know how much of a dweeb you gotta do this to, like, come on, dog. This some shit like little do when they bored, bro. When they imagine in the woods, it's like, I don't know, a fucking castle, some shit, right? But we got grown men doing this shit, bro. Look at, bro, chat, look at this shit, bro. Come on, gang. This shit looks so stupid to me, bro. Are you serious? Grown man dressing up in pillow sheets and pillowcases, playing with some sacrifices at the altar or some shit. Like, this ain't Resident Evil, bitch. You cannot be. This how you know this guy's getting too much fucking money, bro. You too fucking bored. You ain't got shit to do. So what you do? I want to play with they ain't got money, fuck their life up, and see how much control and power I can gain and usurp from them. Like, nigga, damn, bro. These on some other shit.
The statue was 40 feet tall. Then they set the coffin on fire. The ceremony was called the cremation of care. Inside the coffin was a figure meant to represent the worries of everyday life. Burning it symbolized letting those worries go. When he got back,
all them niggas beat they with icy hot, man. Telling you, little inch peckers, bro. These
to New York, Weiss wrote about what he saw. His article was published in Spy magazine and it caused a sensation. For the first time, the public got a glimpse inside Bohemian Grove. The idea that world leaders were performing rituals in the woods sounded unbelievable, but it was happening. Bohemian Grove still operates today. Every summer, members gather in the forest. Cameras are still banned, journalists aren't allowed to enter. And the same rule still applies. What happens at Bohemian Grove stays at Bohemian Grove. So was the conspiracy theory true? What we know for sure is that they really do meet at Bohemian Grove. What they discuss, however, remains a mystery. Are they deciding the fate of the world or just spending time with friends? Government.
Come on now. Spending time with friends, man. Come on, dog. No, man. It's spending time with your friends involve you sacrificing some random at the altar while y'all dressed up in pillowcases. Hey, gang, I don't know, you know, if that's the new terminology of friendship, right? Or a new example of friendship. I don't want to be friends with them niggas. Hell no, man.
And corporations, powerful organizations, they all made the same bet that the story reaching you would be the one they wanted you to hear. My friends, the most dangerous thing you can do is trust without question. Visual venture.
Type shit. WVid, man. All right. That's crazy, bro. Oh, that shit's crazy, lad. Gnarly. Gnarly, eh? Fucking get it, mate. All right, chat. You know what time it is. You know, it's crazy. I uploaded one Tommy G video. I don't think I uploaded any of the prison Tommy G videos, chat. I don't think I've done that. I honest to God don't think I've done that. Probably need to do that. But let's go ahead and react to this crazy shit, right? All right, let's see what it's like being a shorty in prison. The female side of Atlanta's craziest jail. All right, let's go.
White inmate here?
I think so.
Would you say so? How many times do you think you've been here?
That girl wasn't even white. What the fuck?
Would you say so?
We the same. Actually, I might be a little bit darker, but it's a nigga. How the fuck would you know? No, I'm trolling.
How many times do you think you've been here?
Well, I say I've been here about 7-8 times.
And your ass probably need to stay there too, right? You just don't give a damn. 7-8 times. At some point, we got to lock the fuck in and realize our actions do have consequences. Okay, why do we keep doing the same? Not learning. Jail, you're supposed to get rehabilitated. And I know they ain't got no rehabilitation in there because the system is already up, right? A lot of niggas supposed to be in jail to be sitting there to wait for they goddamn court and trial. But it done turned into prison, you know. So I can understand how y'all keep coming back.
Pregnant.
Yeah, 6 months.
Wait, oh, damn, you got arrested pregnant?
I'm probably gonna leave here and go to prison.
And you have to give birth in prison?
Yeah.
God damn, man, that's fucked up. Did you care about your child in that moment? Did you think about your actions once again? How they could affect your child? Now he's going to be thrown into the system, my nigga. This is fucked up.
Folks, we're going to a non-compliant call. The guards are being called.
My name's Q. That's Ace. And we're gay for real.
Is it just strictly studs in prison? Like, is it just strictly studs in prison?
Today we head back to the notorious...
You know, I ain't gonna lie. If I was a shorty and I seen an inmate twerking, I would have put you in the meanest headlock. For real. You playing around too much. This serious, man. Trying to have fun in prison and shit. Come on now. We both in here on 10 murder cases. 10 murder charges, my nigga. Why are we taking right now? On top of cars. Outside with my... I forgot the lyrics, goddammit, but you know what I'm saying. Outside with my friend, man. We don't know how to act. We be acting on that liquor. Shut up, Tay. Shut up.
Layton County Jail, this time to cover the female side of lockup. And in there, we'll hear women's stories of what it's like behind bars. We'll explore topics of justice, human rights, the impact of personal choices, and the unique challenges females face while incarcerated.
Nigga, I just peeped. She had a beard, nigga. Hold on. She got a goatee on her ass.
Find out questions like, is the female side nastier than the male side? And what happens when the lights...
You know, I actually might think the women's side might have a little bit more mess, just because these women are going to be going through a lot of... or they're going through nature, right? When I say nature, they're going through periods, menstrual cycles and all that. And I have heard that the women's locker room is disgusting. Now, I don't know why, you know what I'm saying? They say there's a lot of, like, used up tampons in there and all that extra stuff. People just being outright disgusting instead of throwing the stuff away properly. They just leave it on the floor, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot more worse than the boys' bathroom that smells like must and nast, you know? I wouldn't know, you know what I'm saying? But we're going to see if that, not argument, but that speculation is true. And if we can correlate it to this, right?
Go out. Is there actually a strong hookup culture while locked up? And trust me...
Whoa, what the f***? Whoa. Okay, hold on. What was that?
What just happened? Lights go out. Is there actually a strong hookup culture while locked up?
Did you just record these two? Alright, it's fucked up that I know who this is. It's so fucked up that I recognize this person, bro. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, gang. That's AI? No, I think this is Kira Noor. I don't know if y'all know, man. Back in my gooning days, nigga. Holy shit. Just be on her ass. Nuts.
And trust me, you'll want to hear what these females have to say about that. And we have so much to get into. So let's dive in.
That's a lady that does porn, y'all.
But first, a quick word from the sponsor of today's episode.
Yeah, like I used to be a serious gooner, nigga. That shit crazy, bro. 16, 17, they have a I had a job, but after work, all I did was beat my dick and play basketball. For real, I had nothing else going on in my life. You know what I'm saying? You know, when you have a phone for the first time in your own room, I ain't gonna lie. Like, as a young, you just cut that fan on, get the stroke in your shit. And the crazy thing is, will cut the fan on, acting like can't hear you, like, beating your shit or some shit. We know what the fuck going on. It's 1 p.m. and you turned the fan on and you got your door locked. You know what you're doing. It's not slick, bro. We know you're touching yourself in there, man. You straddled out, butt ass naked, you feel me? T-shirt off. You're not butt, you ass naked, you feel me? You want to feel the full sensation of beating your shit, you know what I'm saying? And you're going crazy, hoping that don't hear you over the goddamn fan. Like, that's going to stop the noise or some shit. Like, we hear that. Come on, we hear that, nigga. It's not, you're not slick, bro.
We're using free.
And then you try to be hella quiet on some shit. Try to do slow strokes so nobody hear it. Like, nah, that's just not how it works, man. You know what I'm saying? Okay, that don't cancel out, man. Noise is noise.
from the first time I mentioned it. But folks, for those that haven't heard, let me tell you about the app. Free cash.
Hey, and if you a serious gooner, you put that fan by that door, nigga. Put that fan by that door. Yep, them niggas ain't gonna hear me. Try to move hella close to the corner of the room and shit. Freaky ass. But now you beating your dick in the corner now, so niggas can't hear you. It's like, is the nut ever that serious? It's never that damn serious, man. The bus, like, get a nut off, gang. You know what I'm saying? But I understand, though. You know what I'm saying? You got high libido, testosterone raging. You're young, you feel me? You got to let that energy out somehow.
This is a free platform where you can test out games, complete surveys, and try out apps on your phone.
Looking like a goddamn gremlin. You nasty. In that corner, shriveled up and shit, butt cheeks out in the dark, one sock on and all that. It's dark as in the room now. You trying to walk around the room and make sure you're not tripping, hitting your leg on the corner of the bed and all that, trying to be quiet and tiptoeing across your own room so you don't make noise. Look at this, man. Sick. Get your ass up.
I am currently playing Dice Dash, where I'm building my castle.
What is this and playing this game, bro? We not watching this.
With #1 ranked entertainment.
Let me jump ahead.
Play the app. Get it on your phone. Free cash.
Clayton County, Georgia. Bail bonds. Is that Culver's?
Clayton County Jail. You guys loved it, and we spent.
We did not love that shit. Stop lying to us, nigga.
Time with the females, but I realized.
Hold on, nigga. Are you wearing? Is this Chrome? What is this? Off the leash. This got to be Chrome Heart or some shit.
Ladies need their own.
I don't know fashion
so
brands. My bad,
y'all. To do a
y'all.
dedicated female Clayton County experience. We're gonna pack up.
Hey, we don't call them females. We call them women, nigga. Get it right. Ugly.
Get on the road to Clayton County. There's a lot of big entertainers that have come here. I was in the gym.
I thought he was about to say there's a lot of that come through here, man.
The place is unbelievable. I think many of us have so many questions from these first 2 episodes that we want to dive deeper into it, and that's what we intend to do. But to think that people live for sometimes a year, 2 years at a time in conditions like this, to me blows my mind. This is United States of America, a first world country. Well, not in our prison system, not in our jail system. We're pulling up to the parking lot shortly here to begin this adventure.
Said adventure like it's about to be fun or some shit. Not Finn and Jake, bro. It's not adventure time, bro. We about to see some diabolical shit here. That's his merch? Oh, shit. Okay.
Vitamin D is a fundamentally essential part of what a human needs to be happy and fit. And just look at the ability for, or lack of ability for sun to get into this building. It's kind of
that's probably why it's so fucked up in there. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. If I don't get no sun or no outdoor energy, bro, I get into like a real sad spell, nigga. Like, niggas is like, man, fuck this shit, bro. Honest to God, I become a sad. Like, hey, oh my God, I really become a sad, bro. Like, so damn sad, bro. I don't like questioning everything, man. You know what I'm saying? If I don't get no sun in the system, bro, I need that vitamin D, man. No diddy, you know what I'm saying? Sun, put your rays on me, for real. I need to go smell some flowers. I need to go see some nature. I gotta go walk, go look at a lake, go look at the pond, go look at some animals, man, for real.
Blows my mind what is allowed. Like, I get some of these guys here are serious threats, and they should be in here. Some. It's the man.
It's in every video, bro. You might as well be clouded up. Nigga, plug your IG handle, nigga. The most known security officer I've ever seen in my goddamn life.
What's up, man? You alright?
Good, man. How are you?
I heard you requested me.
100%. 100%.
Yeah,
How have things been since the last time we were here?
It's getting a little better.
What did the guards think about the video? What did the inmates think about the video?
So they loved it. Everybody, the guards, like, they wanted to do it. They wanted to request to do it.
Do you think they're going to be even more amped when we
They're going to be more amped. They was waiting for you to come.
Oh, okay. See, we're actually doing a bad job here then, right? The whole job is, whole thing is, we don't want these to become more amped, right? We're trying to calm these psychotic down. They got in here because they got too amped in society and did some crazy shit to 10 lives. This ain't helping them, bro. Has anybody donated to this prison? If anything, I think this makes more afraid to give and donate to this county jail. Right? And then not only that, lawmakers are going to continue to cut funds for this because they realize in here just ain't getting it. Right?
What can you tell us about What's happening in the woman's jail?
So it's more clean.
Not gonna lie, bro. You're gonna have to change his vest, man. This from I don't know what. This a costume. This don't even look real. You need to think a bulletproof vest, gang. I'm gonna be real. They ain't saving no from no stab wound, bro.
Due to them being women, you know, they fight.
You seen the knives they carrying?
But not much of the crazy stuff.
It's not as dangerous?
Yeah, not as dangerous, nah.
Anything for the people back home to know about the unit we're walking into?
They got a new integrity dorm that they're doing.
They're doing an honor dorm.
An honor dorm for the females.
Honor
It's
dorm.
called the integrity dorm. The sheriff.
Wait, why the shorties ain't get the honor dorm already?
The honor dorm was for the males. They're trying to do it for the females as well. So
people have respect for you because you have a commanding presence. You have control in the room, but you do it in a professional, respectful way.
Yes, sir.
So
they do.
You can't get mad at that, you know?
You gotta care for the people. They give you more respect when you care for them.
Do you want to talk? Are you coming through? Okay. How's it going, Therese?
How you doing, man?
How you been, brother?
I'm pretty good, man.
Good.
I just had to catch up.
Said I'm pretty good. I just had to catch up. This hey, keep his ass, man. He ain't ready. His ass ain't ready, man. He talking about I'm doing good. I just caught her out, man. I just killed the nigga. I'm doing hella good though. As he's being handcuffed, right, and being brought by, like, come on now. You
had
to catch her up.
Yeah.
And this nigga, you know how crazy it is, like, Tommy, you getting too much content here, man.
What makes an op to you?
A person.
What makes an op to you? Come on, Tommy. This has to be the most. I was about to say the hard R word, but the most Negro-ish question ever, man.
Who's destructive. See, I'm a brother who love and overrides oppression and destruction. So the last inmate, he told me that he was gonna cut my hair off and cut my off and stick a machete in my ass.
This was a cellmate?
Yeah, it's an inmate.
So you racked up a lot of charges while here.
Yes, sir, unfortunately.
What role do you think you play in all of this?
The role I play in all this is feeding into it. I feed into it, but sometimes I be in fight or fight situations. I gotta think about my mom and my parents and stuff like that.
How's it been going with the
You know what's crazy? Dude sounds like a very civilized individual, if I'm being honest. Just unfortunately, he's been pushed to his fucking limit. You know, but then again, it's like your decisions do all lead to this goddamn route. You know what I'm saying? So unfortunately, bro, you know, you're gonna be surrounded by other crazy.
I know that was a problem last time we were here.
Yeah, chat. I gotta shit again, bro. I ain't gonna eat beets again, bro. It's like when you eat beets, it's like force the shit out your man. This is up, man.
Thank you. All right. Thank you. So we're going to the women's
I tried to eat some sweet pickle radish yesterday, man. Not radish, but beets.
What's the 29?
Crazy. Wash your hands, then. I always wash my hands, bro. Actually, the female dorm look a lot better than the men's. The men's just was destructive as fuck. I mean, they can mop this up. It's elite right here, you know what I'm saying? They'll dry up and all that, you know. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna have to shit again. God damn it, bro. Plop, plop. Oh! Oh, my bad. Hold on. Oh, my God. All right, I think I had like a fly just fly in my goddamn mouth, bro. Am I tweaking? I think I'm tweaking, bro. No! What I just swallow?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. So good.
Hold on, bro. Hold on. Let me get some water, bro. Let me get some water. Oh shit. All right, my bad. Oh.
Where are we right now?
Hip High 5. I'm not gonna be in here for long. Hope y'all know so. If y'all want me, come
You're not gonna be here for long?
Oh no.
When do you get out?
Probably next month. I'm here for a while. A lot of people be here. They murderers in here. It's like they got a mixture of everything
So little things and big things in the same room.
in the same room.
What do you think?
I'll be scared, but you know, just
Hold on,
defend
bro.
yourself. But they don't let a lot of stuff go down in here, so I know that. So these are the showers. It does not have hot water. No hot water. Oh, how you turn it on? I really don't want to turn it on.
Man, goddamn.
No water at all.
No hot water?
No.
For as long as you've been here?
Yeah.
And how long you been here?
Since Friday.
No, so you're new.
I'm new. Like, I'm long here.
Have you been here before?
Yes.
How many times? A lot?
No, one time, so twice.
Okay. So tell
Yo, still ain't learning, gang. You had an opportunity to escape this hell and you still here. Bro, that's literally something in my throat.
me about this war. What happened?
Which one is going, man?
Probation.
What, you smoked a little weed?
I was driving under the influence.
If you follow the regulations of probation, I think it works fine.
You know you damn wrong for having this strip as a goatee. You might as well cut that shit the fuck off, bro. Hell no, bro. This shit ain't style.
I think people accept it just because they're trying to get out of jail so quick. Hey, when we got out of jail, yep. Let me sign. They ain't even begin to read the
Yeah, that fly tried to kill me, Chad.
My name is Danny Nagel. I'm a lawyer.
Toothpick head. God damn. Thumb head.
We're here in Clayton County.
If my lawyer looked like this, I'm not gonna lie, I'm taking my life that day in court. I know I'm losing the game. We won't be winning that trial.
Georgia. So probation a lot of times is really just a trap, right? People would rather spend time on probation.
His ass hear every damn thing. He ain't missing a beat. He ain't missing a damn beat. Damn sound. He hit a tree branch from the other crib.
Then do time in jail or in prison. Well, what they don't realize.
What you say? Hey, gay, hold on. I ain't hear that. I said, don't have that.
Is that probation comes with so many conditions. You can't hang out with people who are on probation.
That nigga literally cuff his ear to hear. Huh? Stupid. I know these ain't. They're not funny jokes. My bad. I just.
You can't have.
Hey, man.
Obviously, you can't do drugs. You have to pay a fine. You have to do community service. You have to take these classes. And anytime you fail to do any of those things on time, you are.
This only hear echoes. All right. I'm done. I'm like thinking of shit to say.
In violation of your probation.
God damn.
Means that you could go back to jail or prison.
Sonar ear ass nigga, radar ear ass nigga, man.
When you're on probation, you can't do those things and stuff. So I'm thinking I'll get just 30 days.
Said, bro, that's my uncle. Chill.
Go back to the, streets and do what I do. Go back to work.
How old are you?
I'm 25.
Okay, what do you do when you're not here?
I do everything. I do makeup. I do hair. I do lashes. I work at a job. I'm not gonna say the job.
Does your boss know you're here?
Yes.
What do they think?
I have a girlfriend, and she's actually my boss. So yes, she knows I'm here. Hi, baby.
Wow. You should have some decorum. You should at least show that you care about being in this position, right? No? You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, dude, there's little. Yeah, there's something in my throat, man.
Day room bathroom, it's flooded right now, but.
So the bathroom's flooded?
And how you kill a bug inside your throat, bro?
How many working toilets are there?
That's probably the only toilet that don't work.
Oh, and they put their tampons on?
Yeah,
What I just said, I told you. What I tell you about the tampons and shit, I told you they put them in there, nigga.
Bad.
Is it hard having your period in jail?
Yes.
Do you guys deliver them tampons? How does this work?
So every week, females receive supplies. They get tissue. I don't know the exact amount of pads y'all get. I don't know. But they get soap, tissue, and pads.
So if I'm having a period, do I get free supplies or do I have to pay for that?
Yes. You get free supplies.
Is it? Would you say it's adequate? Is it enough for what you need? You gotta stretch it a little bit?
You gotta stretch it sometimes. Welcome to our gourmet.
I'm Tommy.
I'm Carmen.
Carmen, nice to meet
they call
you.
me Miss C.
What was for lunch today?
That was lunch.
It's hot dogs. You know, a dog don't even eat the stuff that we eat in here for real.
Okay, so hot dog.
Y'all not eating the hot dogs? Boy would have tore that up, gang. Come on, man. We all like a good glizzy.
With a white bread bun.
Yeah.
Okay, that looked nasty as like you pulled that shit under the goddamn fryer or oven or some shit. Man. Ew.
Piece of cake.
A piece of cake and beans.
That's a hot dog?
Yes.
That wiener's been through some stuff, huh?
Man.
Yeah, bro. That shit don't look healthy, gang. Do not. Yo, hold on. Let's look this up. This bug's in my throat. A fly flew into my mouth. What do I do? Don't panic. Swallowing flies during harmless rarely cause illness. Spit it out possible or rinse your mouth. If already swallowed, you would like to digest without issue, though. Minor stomach upset is rare. All right, I'm gonna have to gargle.
Like getting set up for a long time, for real.
Just in general, you know, there's not very delicious food in jail. It's not like they're getting steaks and hamburgers and stuff like that. It's usually
this flew to the office with his ears. Nigga. Out of here, nigga. As soon as his interview over, his ass gonna float up and his ears gonna start flapping and shit. That wasn't funny. All right, let me shut up, man.
Usually stuff that's like bare minimum meeting nutritional standards that is probably not very tasty.
Jail food is notoriously
Oh my
cheap.
God.
When Sheriff Allen took over a couple years ago, the per meal budget at Clayton County was 95 cents. He has since raised that budget to $1.48 per meal, and that brings the annual budget to feed inmates in Clayton County to just over $3 million a year. Now,
damn!
$3 million for food that has almost no nutrition.
I don't even spend $3 million in your own food.
Is a healthy meal a human right, or is it a privilege you lose when you break the law?
Damn, I mean, it's like, do we really want prisoners to be strong, right? Healthy prisoners don't sound like a good thing. You know what I'm saying? What if they decide to start a riot and all these just turn to Arnold Schwarzenegger because you've been feeding them good food that actually allows them to build their muscles up, right? Like, I don't think that's good, bro, because the average police officer is not going to be working out. Let's keep it a bean. They just put their uniform on and show up to work and rely on the strength they already have.
Don't even work. When we get water, this is how I get water. I take my cup and I have to put it right here and just sit here and let it just until the water get here. It don't work or nothing like that. Like, this is what we live. This is how we live.
That's crazy.
We be sitting here for almost 6 to 7 hours with no water. We could be screaming, yelling for water. They'll walk right past us like we don't even care. You get some officers that are really...
Now, you know what's crazy? Let's ask them, what the f did they do to get in here? I want Tommy G to ask him that question and then watch how everything just becomes like, well, I can see why they didn't give me your ass water.
Nice, and they do care for us, and they come and open the doors and give us water and stuff like that, but it's not a lot of them. Here we get one towel, one washcloth, and that's supposed to last a whole week. That's nasty. You washing your vagina and your butt and stuff like that, and then you gotta tell me I gotta wash that again? Come tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? One uniform, that's what you get throughout the whole week. If you even get a uniform from next weekend, they do wash, but it come on Mondays. How I'm gonna take all this off, then I gotta sit in here naked just to get my clothes washed? You know what I'm saying? That's not right. You know,
do you ever just wash your own clothes in here, or is it hard?
It's hard. Look, how you gonna do it? It's people that have washed their clothes, but they wash it in a toilet bowl.
Can you tell me about the funding issues within the jail?
Yes, so right now what's going on is I'm in a back and forth litigation with the Board of Commissioners in reference to funding. The Board of Commissioners feel like they can control the office and tell me how to be the sheriff and where to put funding, and that's not the case. So what I wanted to do is go to a direct supervision with the jail. When I came in as sheriff, I did an evaluation of what we needed to do in the jail, and what I wanted to do was go from 2 people.
This audio is like clear as What is this on a Zoom call? This can't be on a Zoom call. The Zoom call got some echo to it. His got no echo.
200 inmates, a minimum of 8 people overseeing 200 inmates.
I guess to put it another way,
if this bud don't die, man, this is just chilling there.
Or quadruple the amount of guards, right?
Yes.
How long are you guys here for?
I've been here a year.
And what are your charges for?
Assault.
How's the court process going?
Did she just say assault, aggravated assault?
I've been here a year.
And what are your charges for?
Assault.
How's the court?
You in here for aggravated assault, and you wonder why your ass ain't getting no water.
Process going.
And why you eating up hot dogs that been under the goddamn oven for 24 years.
Been back to court yet
For an entire year. What do you think about that?
I don't know. It's nothing I can really do.
This is my first time ever being in jail.
And what are you here for?
I'm here because my daughter got into a fight, a teenager fight, and I got in the middle of it. And because I was the only adult there, they said that I had strangling a minor just because I was pulling them away from each other, and it was hard. We shouldn't even be locked up.
Okay, damn. See, that's another part. See, this is where jail becomes, because people like this don't deserve to be in there. If that's the case, right? If that's the case, you know what I'm saying? If you know what I'm saying? Because you know how people, they like to twist a story. You know, I realize a lot of like to lie in this world. You feel me? You feel me? Let's just hope. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt and say that you probably are telling the truth, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. You're already in a fucked up situation. Why add more to it, right? Yeah, let's just, it's like people like this, they don't deserve to be in prison waiting this damn long to face trial.
Out like maybe 2 hours a day.
You're allowed out for 2 hours a day?
Yeah. Help button doesn't work.
No, at all.
Where's
right
is the
there.
help button?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it doesn't
it
work.
don't work. So if somebody's in here sick, seizure, we beating on the door, beating on the door, beating on the door. They won't even hear us for real, for real.
Do you guys have anyone on the
That's
outside
crazy.
that's helping put money on your books?
My mom.
Yeah, and my husband.
But it's hard for my mom. So.
And it's definitely hard for me. I got 5 kids.
God damn.
My daughter literally is crying every day on the phone talking about, Mommy, I'm sorry that you had to be in there. Because it's off of, because of them fighting and stuff like that. I mean, I love my daughter and I would do anything. I'm glad I'm here for her, you know, but at the end of the day, it hurts them. And my husband is sitting there crying because he needs to go to work. He can't go to work because I'm the one that, I'm a stay-home mom. I cook and clean, you know, I make sure that everybody is good while he goes to work. It's being hard. We done lost my car.
Damn, bro.
We done lost my house. We done lost everything just off of being here, just because the officers wouldn't really do their job for real, for real.
They're doing commissary.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa, that's just up, man.
Here, we'll talk more about what I catch this, but thank you for sharing your story.
It's a couple
Tommy don't give a damn. He getting this content. What is this doing, man?
different things at play. It could be judges, it could be prosecutors, because they're the ones that control the docket. But most of the time, it's going to be the prosecutors. They control what cases they indict. They control what cases they accuse. They control when a case
ramen noodles and chips. I'll be pissed.
1 sweet tea lemonade. You got 2 jumbo flow candy. You got 1 chili cheese Frito. You got 4 hot barbecue chips. You got 2 shebangs. You got 2 chili. You got 3. 1 iced oatmeal. 2 apple Danish.
Bro, some guy made an app that helps people stay away from black people. It tracks black-owned and frequented businesses, schools, housing areas, cities, and even displacing events in churches and shit. That's crazy.
Welcome to my humble home. I live in 1506.
Auntie, what is your doing in here?
Bed. This is my bunkie bed. It's my other bunkie's bed.
She about the
This
coolest
is
auntie,
Ray.
man.
We want to be on TV. We love YouTubers.
My name's Q. That's A. We're gay for real.
My name's
We the studs. We the studs. Stud it up. We studded in this bit.
Mary, but everybody calls me D.
Shout out to all my studs, man.
D.
What are you in here for?
Violation probation. Been here 8.5 months. But I got a new charge of driving on suspended license.
What's that like being a white lady?
Wow, that is actually kind of crazy. Like, you know, I realized that majority of the women in here ain't gonna be in here for like extreme violent cases, just like stupid shit, driving out of license. That's crazy, dude. Do you think driving out of license is really? I mean, yeah, I guess it could be punishable with prison time, but I think that's kind of extreme, isn't it? Why not give it like a serious fine? But then again, it's like if we don't give some punishment for it, then nah, this is extreme. You know why? Because we got pedophiles out here that will get caught on camera that don't even get prison time, that don't even get tried at all. They just get released. This is a little bit extreme.
I am the minority. Husband comes through here with Sergeant Fullerton one day and gives there's 4 white people in the whole dorm. and give everybody in here new sheets and new towels except for the white girls. You know what they told us? They told us to put ours in laundry and wash it. This is a very racist place. It's very racist.
Against whites?
Against whites, yes.
Is it hard to be a white inmate here?
I think so.
Would you say so? Yeah?
It's harder.
You know, everybody is from a different upbringing.
Damn, you might as well be a nigga. Boy. Look at this, man. You just slam my ass.
Basically, it's like the minority is because of the minority, so they targeted.
Give up on that ponytail, twin. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Let that shit go, right? Look at this. I don't even know how the fuck you was. How was you able to put this in a ponytail?
Is because of the minority.
How did you do this? How in the hell did you grip the follicles out your head to form this schmear ponytail? That's got to be stud strength, bruh. I ain't gonna cap, bruh. She needed another stud to help her out. That's strong as shit, I'm not gonna lie.
So they targeted because because of their skin color. They're supposed to be like
your age,
the weakest link or something.
You know, it's like when you get old and ugly, you can't get in, you can't get nothing done.
I think what it is that they think that if you white and you end up in prison, you know, you shouldn't be there type shit. So they gonna treat them worse because you're white, you're not supposed to be in here. But it's like we look at the statistics. White people enter prison just as much as black people or any other race. You know what I'm saying? In fact, they dominate prison support. That's the crazy thing. They dominate prison supposedly, but I guess because Atlanta is like, our Georgia is primarily filled with more black citizens. If that makes sense. So you're gonna have more blacks heavily populated in these systems and all that.
You know, but if you're young and cute, oh, you're the first on the list.
It's because of culture.
Tell me what you got going on here.
Oh, this is my pillow. This is my net bag with my clean clothes in it.
Okay, auntie.
52.
52?
Yeah, your ass don't even need to be in here. You on here on a fucking license violation. That's crazy.
Yeah. You know, and I got some more whites, clean clothes. I got Bible down there, my dirty clothes. This is my shower bag where I'm getting ready to take me a shower. This right here, dude, is $75.
This is $75.
$75 for junk food, bro. That's crazy. Giving them straight junk and poison to kill themselves. Yeah, they gotta reform prison in a better way to make sure that people that ain't supposed to be there can get the fuck out and have a speedy ass trial. You know what I'm saying? But apparently there's so many cases that they can't get through them all when whole time the DAs and all these extra people just decide to not take the cases. We saw that in Jadion's video, bro. This shit is starting to connect. The DA would choose what cases they want to take. You know what I'm saying?
$75 right here. Everything is so expensive, you know what I'm saying? And I go to work.
W7 Stream by Solomon, man.
Well, this is the best thing. This is the natural house.
So that's the thing. Some cases get lost in the system. What the hell does that even mean? If I hear a nigga talking about, yeah, man, we lost your case in the system, I'm going to be so fucking pissed. So I have to stay here for years on end because you, for some reason, forgot why the fuck I'm even in here? That's crazy to me, bro.
Coffee.
That has to be illegal on so many, like, levels. But the justice system don't care.
Tax. And then they're taxing it again.
What is that, sand?
You got your host of your hot chips. These are $1.90.
Ain't gonna lie, those look fire, bro.
This right here is $3.05.
Nah, that Danish is gonna f your stomach up. And I can only imagine what is coming out their ass right now, man. Like, on some real shit. Gotta be some gnarly ass doo-doos, man. Like, if you ever ate junk food for like a week straight, you know damn well that come out your body, nigga. Oh my God, it's terrible. I wouldn't be able to shit after eating this. It would be like rocks trying to push out and all that. Boy, hell no.
But yeah, I think
they doing this to the women and they already going through periods and shit. That's fucked up.
She's been here 3 years. She's only 19 years old.
3 years.
She was just out here trying to fight.
Okay.
What's up?
How old are you?
I'm 19.
And how long you been here?
I've been here for going on 3 years since I was 17.
And why didn't you get sent to a juvenile home?
Because in the state of Georgia, you was considered as an adult at 17.
And what'd you do to end up here?
It's a long story.
And what are your charges?
I got armed robbery, aggravated assault, like serious charges. But I don't get no court date, no bond, no nothing.
So you're just kind of in limbo?
Yeah, I'm just sitting here.
Man, that's fucked up, bro. Her hair getting, is that traction happening because of her braids haven't been changed, bro? That's up, dog. They should at least for the. That's fucked up, King. That's.
And it's dirty
Damn.
as hell. Yeah. This is how the cell be looking. It could be 3 people in the room. This is how it look right now.
You know, someone's washing stuff in the sink.
Yeah, we wash our clothes in the sink.
Is that so you don't have to touch the toilet seat?
Yeah, so we don't have to touch on the toilet, put pads on the toilet.
And what do you think you'll do when you get out?
I'm going to school, get a job, do some productive stuff. Like, I ain't really lived my life. I've been here.
Is there anything you would do differently once you get out?
Yeah, don't come back.
Are you going to change your friends group?
Yeah,
You're hang out with different people?
definitely.
Everyone has to get locked up.
Damn.
Yeah, everybody has to get locked down.
Like, give me that. It's been real.
I might see you guys again, okay? All right. Good luck.
Oh God.
And how much of the day are they locked down?
So they come out total of 4 hours a day, usually 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the evening.
And this is general population?
Yeah, the general population.
What makes...
Oh my God. So you only get to spend 2 hours outside, and for the rest of that 24-hour day. Oh, bro. So for 20 hours, I'm sitting inside a cell. Dude, that's terrible, dude.
To lock down so long.
So the officers could have a break as well. I mean, down here in this unit, due to the doors working and stuff like that, it'd be a lot. They just need their little downtime.
One of the ladies in here, white lady, said that it's really tough being a white inmate in here.
Look at these 2 black niggas. Like,
what do you think about that?
I don't think so. I mean, I think everybody is treated equal in here.
So what are we looking at here?
you know what? If I'm being honest, I do feel like this is like everybody's treated equally in that. We're all in here together doing, and they don't give a damn about nobody in here.
What are other?
So this is another general population.
Look, I've been going to Clayton County since I was 17. I keep coming back for violation after violation.
Okay, you keep coming back for violations. You one of the that keep getting out and keep coming back. Look at her face. She like, this motherfucker, bruh. I'll be pissed too if I see constantly coming in and out, not getting it, and my case is being held up, but this keep coming in and out. That's so crazy.
After violation, either you come into jail, the jail up. You go home, you get on probation. Probation up. My little brother in his jail on the other side, and I'm on the girl's side.
What are your charges and what are his?
I can't cap her tattoo right here, hard as fuck. And that little forearm, that shit clean too. I ain't gonna lie to you, twin. That's dope.
Charges.
So my charges is a theft by receive, a theft by taking. His charges, so his baby mama called the police on him.
You and your brother here at the same time. What kind of home life are you guys coming from?
So home life, I have a good mom. We chose to do the things we was doing. I have a good mom. I don't have a dad. I have a good mom, though, good family, good everything. I chose to be this way, and now that I'm grown, I see.
How many times do you think you've been here?
I swear, I say I've been here about 7, 8 times.
What is it going to take to break the cycle, do you think?
See, what it's going to take, I feel like, understand me, people make mistakes. You cannot hold somebody accountable for some stuff that they did when they were young. I was 17 when I caught these charges.
Do you think you'll make different choices?
Okay, so it really her just violating her probation, keep bringing her back here. And the thing is, if she got out on bond or not beat the case, but they let her out on probation, saying that, hey, you can still function in society. Damn, bro.
Choices the next time.
Most definitely. I mean, I already made different choices. I had a job the whole time I was free.
What were you doing?
I worked at U-Haul, and I'm a barber. I cut hair. I do tattoos.
Something told me she was a barber. She gave me tattoo vibes too.
I make clothes.
Can you give us a little tour of what's going on here?
Yeah. This is the toilet we gotta use when we outside. Once they pop us out our door, like they'll unlock it sometime for it.
Oh yeah, I already told y'all getting a tap. I've been telling y'all I've been wanting to tap for the longest, haven't I? I just peeped that. Yeah, I'm actually right now. I'm looking at some artists and shit, and I've already got a piece that I want. I created it myself. You know what I'm saying? I might do a little bit more work around it, but yeah, it's gonna be hard.
This bathroom for the whole public. Now,
right now, I want to make sure that my artist is like actually cold at this shit, because I want my piece to be so fucking clean. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
People right now in these cells, they on lockdown right now.
When?
We gotta come out by tier.
We'll figure that out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in a rush though.
Top tier is out right now. But bottom tier comes out after. We get 2 hours a day. Depending on the officer, we won't come out at all. Talk to her didn't come out at all yesterday.
I guess what I'm picturing in my head is like this place seems like hell.
Going on the left arm.
But to come back here 8 times, I'm just trying
You
to
put your watch on your left arm, you know what I'm
Is it bad
saying?
enough that you would completely change whatever it is on the outside?
In my opinion, it doesn't matter how bad you change.
I'm gonna leave this arm alone for real.
Probation center is the trap. That's why everybody keep coming back.
Because you just got here?
Yeah, I'm here for 2 petty charges. They're misdemeanors, but I got caught up and then I got warrants somewhere else. But
and what do you do when you're not here?
On God, I want a good artist, bro.
I work.
Like I'm willing to pay the price too. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? So I'm gonna figure out something cool because I want my shit to be hard again.
Things, and I take care of my kids first and foremost. So being here is a place you don't want to be. Leave us alone. Pregnant
Are there
people.
people pregnant in here?
Yes, there's 2 right now.
You're pregnant?
Yes, 6 months.
Dang.
Dunk on the clip,
do I mic you
y'all.
up?
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me what you got going on here.
I'm 6 months pregnant. I'm in here for a parole violation.
And then you're gonna go get out here and go.
Yo, the crazy, they in here for just violations, bro. Okay, Atlanta, I ain't gonna lie, I see like Atlanta is a trap. And I know this might be a reach here, but given that Atlanta is heavily populated with my black community, right? Maybe these strict laws are strictly for them, right? Made to make my people fail and send them back here and limit the production of my black community. Because from the woman's side, it just sounds like straight parole violation. That's it. And it's like all of them can't just be up on their parole like this. You know what I'm saying? They got to be like some super strict or something that could be so little that brings them back in here, bro. That could be considered a violation. Now, I don't know. I'm in the UK. My mom just moved to the ATL.
I'm probably gonna leave here and go to prison.
And you have to give birth in prison?
Yeah.
Tell me what's going through your head.
Big on my nigga, they don't want us to vote or live near them. Literally, bro. That's what I'm like. It's like it's something that's. Come on, you feel me? Every last person we heard here, besides one girl, says she was in here for aggravated, or 2 girls, right? 2 girls said they was in there for aggravated assault and robbery, right? The rest, so far, that have been interviewed, have been parole violations. And they've been brought back here because they violated their parole. And normally, they make the parole restrictions very, very tight. And if you somehow end up falling back into the system, they're going to lay that hammer on your ass again. And the fact that this is in my black community, and I'm seeing it, you know, I don't like to say that, you know, but it just seems like Georgia got stricter laws because they know that this state is going to be heavily populated by blacks. I don't know. I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? But we're talking about people that legit put highways through our communities, that burnt down the Black Wall Street, that deliberately planted female gendered plants. Yes, so you know, yes, trees do have a gender. If y'all did not know that, right? You need to start doing biology and then learning the ecosystem and shit. Yeah. And what those female gender trees would do is when they bud, right, they will pollinate. And that pollination will help our sinuses and shit, you know what I'm saying? Give us allergies, leading to more illnesses and sicknesses. And you can look this up. This is real. You know what I'm saying? I know that sounds crazy, but it's real. This is how psychological this shit get. It get that damn deep. You feel me? Do your research on this shit. It's actually kind of crazy. Like, what the f*** these niggas done? Not to mention, they threw crack in your neighborhoods and all that. You know what I'm saying? Then, once again, they removed fathers from the black household saying, hey, man, if you have a father in the house, you can't get governmental aid, especially with y'all being all broke. We're not going to help y'all if you got a father in the house, man. Nah, we ain't going to do that. You feel me? So then that led to a lot of fathers just getting women pregnant and leaving. You know what I'm saying? Created a whole trend. And then people repeat that traumatic cycle and all that, not understanding the role of a man in the household, not realizing that that's very important, you know? But yeah, never mind. Let's keep going, bro.
A lot. I gave birth to another baby in jail in Cobb County.
You've done this before.
She done this before. Jeez.
And what happens when you have a baby in jail?
My sister came and picked my baby up.
And how many kids do you have?
This is my 3rd child.
So 2 out of 3 you have.
My baby, okay, I ain't gonna lie. At some point, we gotta start locking in. You got 3 kids and you keep f***ing up. Why? What is your violations that you committed, my nigga?
In jail.
Yes.
What is that like?
Depressing. In the hospital, they give you like 4 days with your baby, and then when you go home, they leave the baby there, and you go back to jail, and the family come the next day to pick up the baby.
So the baby's on formula right away?
Yes.
And tell me about the baby daddy.
Damn.
He don't know I'm in here.
He doesn't know you're here?
No.
How is that possible? Where does he think you are?
I don't know. He probably been calling my phone. I told my sister to just tell him something, but he don't know I'm in here. But I just don't
What?
want him to take my baby.
So you want your sister to take the baby?
Yeah.
And the kid before, was that with the same guy?
No.
Dang, and how is that guy doing?
I hate him.
You know what? Maybe we need to just stop blaming this. Well, we can blame the system, right? But also factor in, hey, you need to take some accountability here, my nigga. Okay. We are just making a lot of poor decisions, you know? Poor decisions. We got to be a little bit more mindful in what we do. Just a little bit more mindful. I'm not saying that you're a bad person. We all make mistakes, I'm saying, you know? But we got to grow from those, right? When we make the mistake, look at what we did, grow from it so we don't repeat the same thing, so we don't crash again. You know, that's how we move forward in life. I don't think you getting that, dog.
You hate him?
Yes.
Is he part of your kid's life?
No.
Are you in and out frequently?
No, my career as a criminal started when I was 34.
That's late to start.
Yeah. I did some dumb stuff.
Why 35 did you start getting into the game?
I ain't tried to.
And what did you end up going away for to prison?
Aggravated assault and home invasion.
On him?
What the f***? The mother of 3 is home invading, kicking door downs? What?
On him and his girlfriend.
Oh, you gonna try and beat up the girlfriend?
Oh, I beat both of them up.
How do you manage all of this?
Jesus, man. This 5'4" beating niggas ass. Yeah, see, this that drama, man.
I really don't know. I just try to keep cool for my children.
Do you think you'll do anything differently the next time around?
Yeah, I'll just walk away. I don't got time for this. This is not my life.
Is part of it just controlling impulses and acting on things?
I have an anger issue.
Is your sister reliable?
Yes, very, very.
And how does she feel about you when...
Yeah, uneducated does lead to dumb decisions. That definitely is true, right?
She has 2 extra kids she has to take care of.
It's tough. She had to quit her job. She's just basically waiting on me to get out to regain her employment.
So she's really pulling for you?
Yes.
What kind of house did you grow up in?
I grew up with my grandparents.
Where were your folks?
My mom died when I was 3. I didn't know my father until I was like 25.
Damn.
So it sounds like it's been a lot of tough situations from the jump.
Yeah.
If you could get let out tomorrow with a fresh start, what would you do?
Go home to my kids, get a job, and stay out of people's way. It's not what you need in your life. You don't want it. I promise you don't want this. Not in my situation, not anybody else's situation. You don't want this. Just stay out of trouble.
Stay strong. Thanks for sharing.
Thank you.
This is about to go home and eat a sandwich. This is so crazy. He gonna send this video to his editor, right? Go get him a Big Mac, chill, kick it up on the couch, chill with his wife and kids. After interviewing this lady.
I know how much work.
Yeah, thanks for interviewing us, man. All right, thanks for taking the interview. All right, on to the next. Can we get another sad, depressed? Yeah. All right.
Work having a kid is, and then I'm just thinking about her kids, how they're gonna grow up. If your mom has you while you're in prison, no dad in the picture. I mean, what are the odds that that guy will also follow the cycle? Some of the things we hear over and over is the kind of the mentality of like, they put me in this situation, like not I put myself in this situation.
Yeah, people just not being accountable for their actions. My mom always told me every action has a consequence to it.
There we go, brother. There we go. There we go. Like I said, we can blame the system, right? But we also can blame ourselves, right? We have to take accountability for our actions. Like Brother Man said here, actions do have consequences. Remember, when you make the decision, you're not just making a decision for only yourself. everyone around you gets affected. All right, remember that.
So when you don't report to probation, a lot of people say probation. They don't report. They just run from probation, go on the run. Then what you think gonna happen? They gonna put a warrant out for you. You just got to take care of your business when you get out. I feel like it is a setup. Probation is a setup.
Part of
look, okay, see. Look. Probation is a setup. He knows.
Is a lot of messed up things happening in the system, and then part of it does seem like a lack of personal responsibility.
Right.
What do you make of the victim mentality?
I mean, look, everybody's got a story, right? Some people find themselves in these situations because they had life and they didn't know what to do. They didn't have the resources, and so they just did.
My head's built like a thumb. All right, let me stop, man.
What they thought they had to do. Other people had great lives and they still resort to committing crimes. And so at the end of the day, it's always going to be personal responsibility. We could always choose whether we want to do things that we shouldn't do or not, no matter how bad our upbringing is. Like me, I didn't have a great upbringing, but now I'm changing it. So to a certain extent, it can explain why people do the things that they do. But at the end of the day, they're the ones that did whatever it is that they did or alleged to have done.
My name is Shakira.
Yeah, all that nigga clients definitely got life. Stop. No, I'm not gonna make a joke, man. Damn, I'm in a jokey mood.
Kid McKnight, and I've been here since August 21st. I've been complaining about this room getting fit. They won't fix it. I done slipped twice since I done been in this room. The toilet's leaking bad. So I just think...
I can't lie. It's very hard for me to sit here and like be comfortable knowing that women are living like this. But then again, it's like you do certain things, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to eat them beans. You feel me?
Something needs to be done about this because this is pathetic. And this is a fire hazard for a pregnant woman like me to be in this type of condition. I feel like something needs to be done about it.
We interviewed you last time we were here?
Yeah. I remember. Changed? You know what? Nothing ain't changed since y'all been gone. They make all this money, but they won't put the money into what needs to be put into.
Well, see, that's the thing, right? I think the are it up for the shorties. I'm gonna be so real. I'm gonna be so not because like I haven't seen none of the women destroy their shit. It's the like I don't want to be that like it's come off sex to some shit, man, or like I'm like pandering, but like dead ass. I ain't seen one cell block like f***ed up in the women's section at all. Like literally. We go to the oh my god. It's like a damn zoo in that man. Arkham Asylum on 1,000. Literally. Burnt up cell rooms and shit, busted up glasses and all that, bro. It's worse. They live 10 times worse. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think the female cells are disgusting. They actually look pretty upkept if I'm being honest. You know what I'm saying? They're managing. We gotta do some work, man. I ain't gonna lie. But it's because they keep destroying that the state is like, we're not going to keep investing money into something that's going to constantly be destroyed, and it don't make sense to invest money in people that don't give a damn about the shit that they get, right? Just let's go spend that money on something else, right? Less taxes for taxpayers, you know, less money being spent. We can spend that on, I don't know, more other community things, right? Put it back into our Atlanta public schools or some shit, rather than throwing it in a system that's not really going to help a nigga.
I can't help but look at this and look at what I see around the country in the United States justice system and think we really got to rethink how we do jail and prison. And don't get me wrong, some people definitely belong behind bars for doing.
I think the way that we should do it, right? You only go in jail and sit in jail if you do like robbery, and robbery. It has that's the thing. Like robbery can come in all shapes and forms, right? Like I wonder if they have different degrees of robbery. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how you got first degree murder, second degree murder, and third degree, you know what I'm saying? Like, depending on the severity of the crime that you commit, you sit in jail, right? If not, you wait for your court date. You still at home. You got rules and limitations to live by. Like, we give you an ankle monitor. Yeah, let's give ankle monitors, right? You know what I'm saying? And track that. You feel me? Because then now you have a more controlled system. Actually, I don't know. It was just, but that's the thing. Niggas don't show up to the court dates because they don't give a fuck. It's a very complicated system, man. When you work, it's like, and it's the thing, right? What I've come to learn or come to peace with a little bit is understanding that our flawed system is working in a way, right? It's the system that has been working for quite some time. And the reason that we don't have a lot of changes happening to it is because it actually has been working in some shape, way, or form, right? Can there be improvements? Yeah, but it's like, if we add too many improvements, will that screw everything up? You know what I'm saying?
Bad things in society. But are we going to invest in the people to
Right. So the people that don't do the severe crimes gotta wear the goddamn ankle monitors and pay for that. You know what I'm saying?
Rehabilitate them, maybe like the Norway or Swedish model, because there's so much wasted time.
Hold on. Norway and Swedish model? We need to watch a Norway and Swedish model prison to see what that's like.
And talent. And the truth is, a lot of these people come from very broken, bad homes that didn't prioritize education. And I'm an optimist. I'm betting on people. If you give people a chance, I think some of them will take it and run with it.
No, that's real.
Right now, with this, how it's currently going, you're just going to see reoffense.
That is true. That is true. Because his jail system ain't rehabilitating nobody.
So right now, they just announced isolation. They put something on the door. I guess there's a sickness going around. There's a plague hitting the jail, and they don't know why. There's people being treated over here.
There's a plague happening in this jail. Man, okay, bro. We got to change some shit about this game.
So we just got put on isolation?
It's sick. You gotta go.
Folks, we're going to a non-compliant call. The guards are being called. What's this call for?
This is a non-compliant. Hey, y'all go to the wall. Go to the wall, 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 to the wall.
This is so crazy. This Tommy G is cooler with the prisoners than I am, man. It's so fucked up. The way to improve the system is to remove the capitalist aspect from it. When companies don't profit from slave labor, rehabilitation is possible. That is true. Like I said, a lot of y'all don't even know that slavery is still legal, right? 13th Amendment says that, hey, slavery is prohibited unless that is in jail or committed a crime or some shit.
Remember the girl you was talking to downstairs? That's her brother right there. They look just alike, right?
Oh yeah, are they twins?
I don't think they twins. I don't know if they twins. Oh yeah. Hey, hit the wall, hit the wall, hit the wall, hit the wall, hit the wall.
Augustin, we're doing a story on the female side today, and we met your sister as well. What does she go by again?
Nickname?
Yeah. KB, that's it. You guys have the same tattoo?
Yeah, twins.
You twins?
Yeah.
Dang. How old are you?
Damn.
24.
Okay. So, outside of here, did you guys hang out a lot? Mm-hmm. Very close? Mm-hmm. And what can you tell us about your sister?
Oh, she's dangerous.
Dangerous?
Yeah.
She's a real one?
Yeah, she's a real one.
Man, way to throw your sister under the bus. Damn. Yeah, my sister, man, she killed. And yeah, she, in fact, stabbed 10 yesterday, man. The 10 is my favorite number for some reason.
Are you guys both?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Your sister got harder tattoos than your man. You need to tap in with her and get inked up again, gang. I ain't gonna lie. This Joker Mafia on the throat is crazy. You give silly clown throat, relax.
You serving a long time?
Mm-hmm. I've been in here 4 years.
4 years?
Yeah.
Damn, for what?
She just came in here like 2-3 days ago.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And now that both of you are in here, who do you guys have on the outside to help?
Really, my mom really, but not like that.
Are you guys close with your mom? Mm-hmm. So, what goes through your mind when you and your sister are locked up at the same time?
A lot. I've been trying to see what's going on her end. I'm trying to see what the females doing down there because they say it's a lot of they slicing and doing all this down there too.
The females do too?
Yeah.
But the female pot is not as dangerous as the male one, right?
Not really. It's dangerous how.
Yeah, because they ain't got all these Yeah, definitely, bro. Look at all these. Look at him. His scared in the. He been staring at this camera the entire time.
My sister said she's been in and out, so she says it's dangerous down there too.
You've been here 3-4 years,
4
you said?
years.
4 years?
Mm-hmm.
And at what point do you get to...
I ain't gonna lie, You have the cleanest white shirt I've seen in prison this like entire video. Where the did you get this t-shirt from?
It's complete, so either go to prison or go home.
I haven't been to court yet for my case.
He's been sitting in prison for jail for 4 years. Jail is not where you serve time. It's not supposed to be that. You just sit there and wait for your court case. Why the fuck has it been 4 years? This is illegal.
It's been 4 years. I haven't been to court yet for it.
How is that possible?
I don't know. That's what I'm waiting on.
Why aren't we able to sue these? Can we not sue? Are we not able to sue? We got to be able to sue these niggas. That's fucked up. I feel like if you've been in prison for too damn long, you should be able to sue the courtroom or the prison for not sending you to court.
So you're kind of just stuck.
Stuck. I feel like I'm lost in the system.
So when was the last time you talked to a lawyer?
I talked to a lawyer 2023, November.
It's 2026. What the f?
And what was the last conversation you had? What did you talk about?
They're going to get me in court, and that was it. He's going to try to get me in court and get me a bond hearing.
And how much time are you potentially looking at?
Probably like 6 to 7 years.
And you've already served what you do?
What was the household you and your sister came from?
Oh,
wait. Hold on. Let's look this up. Can you serve time in jail? Yes, you can serve time typically for misdemeanor offenses, sentences under 1 year or awaiting trial. Jail time is served in local. Oh, so you can serve time in there. Jail is only supposed to be up to a year in prison. And prison is a year. Oh, okay. So why the fuck is this still here though?
Yeah.
So does his time? Hold on. Yes, 4 years started count. Oh wow, waiting trial case we've gone towards your final prison sentence of 7 years. So you do get jail time credit. Okay. So these ain't just sitting in jail for no reason. All right. As long as that, you feel me? That's perfect.
Like a lot of.
Can we do Requiem? We might not even do Requiem, bro. Like I got an explosive butthole right now, gang. I'm gonna be real with you, bro. Like I've been dead ass waiting to finish this video to go take a shit, gang.
And was she in and out?
Big Taileon, what's up, my?
She just was in and out of work, man. Not home really.
When you guys eventually get out of here, what do you think you'll do differently?
Work.
Yeah.
I'm working. I got kids.
Dang, how many did you got? 4? You got busy, huh? Jesus.
Yeah.
So we just talked to the twin brother, and he mentioned stabbings in the female side, which I didn't know actually went.
I want to hear you scream and make progress. Oh hell no, that's no, I'm definitely not playing that shit. Hell no, bro.
Violence.
Nigga talking about he want to hear me scream. What?
A little deeper. Do females have stabbings?
No. Most they have is fights. Like somebody get assaulted and then they act like nothing happened. That's the most they gonna do. But other than that, nah, they don't do no stabbings.
That nigga just lied about that. I knew that he was lying. You feel me? Trying to make it. Come on now.
The females are way less dangerous than the males.
Yes. They want to go home. Like. They don't have to. I don't think they have that much like hate and anger toward each other like the males do.
The males, for some reason, we got hella ego and testosterone. I don't even know if that's testosterone that make niggas want to hate. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why a lot of dudes are just unpeaceful. I don't get it.
There's another female section.
Why do we have so much aggression?
We haven't yet seen the dorm.
Like, why don't we have the ability? Not have the ability. Why don't we try to control our aggression? You feel me? Like when we get into these systems, it's like lose all control of that.
And we're gonna see what the difference is between the pods and the dorms. What's the difference between the pod and the dorms?
The dorms is more open. They're not behind no doors. They just out.
So is this a better behaved unit?
Yeah, I'll say that. They get to just do more.
Do you think you could do a one-handed push-up?
I don't know. I ain't tried in a minute.
You're strong as hell.
This
though.
nigga strongest. This is why they don't feed these. Oh, look at this man. He too damn strong.
You want to try one and I'll try one? All right.
This out here doing one hand pushes with these.
Okay.
That's a real one hand push up, chat. Okay.
Hey, tell me.
I'm skinny strong. Yeah. What's different from here from the pods?
Everything. This is a privileged dorm. The difference between housing unit and the dorms are housing unit, they got locked doors. Yep. And we didn't have no locked doors but that door right here. And we have space. And we got space and privilege. You feel me? Let me give inmate work on.
We have a TV in here. It stays on all night. We have phone privilege all night. We have tablets. Tablets are until 9:30. Lights off at 9 between 9 and 11. We don't have to.
So it's like if I do the right thing, I could possibly end up in here, right? I mean, hold on. What the fuck? Not end up in prison, right? If a person is in prison, they do the right thing, right? Or they on good behavior, they could possibly end up in this privileged dorm, what it seems. Privileged dorm do look clean.
Those doors that you can see is kind of like we have open dorm. This is basically called an open dorm, so it is a privilege. So it's a privilege to be up here amongst the workers or whatever. As long as we respect them, then we're pretty good. Like,
can you show us around and show us your spot?
A part of this is having being clean, so we have to be clean. Your beds have to be made, like that's kind of special. So if you can see, like this is how we do it. It has to be tucked. This is my bunk or whatever.
This is way more clean, bro.
Right. So you see how everything is neat up top. I have my clothes all folded
Wow.
in nicely. My Bible, a lot of us have that. X, Y, and Z, my food. You see, it's just kind of neat, nice and neat, just a little bit.
I don't see trash everywhere. Like other dorms, I saw trash.
We have
everywhere.
a trash can. We make our own little trash. We have a big
It's
one.
crazy, like that just have common sense and like to keep things clean, right? That have control, get the controlled spaces, right? If you're not controlled, you get into the disoriented spaces.
But you know, you can see we make it like home a little bit. So yeah. So that's the privilege of open dorm. And inmate workers, these are the guys that clean the units downstairs. The closed dorms that you see that were kind of dirty or whatever you say, they clean those. She's in laundry though. They take care of all our clothes.
Do you think the other pods are dirty because the people choose for them to be that way, or because they don't have cleaning supplies? Or
I think it's because they choose.
They don't have cleaning supplies. They don't let them out to do anything. They stay locked.
Oh, they don't have cleaning. Oh, okay. So never mind. Hold on. Let me stop talking. I'm not in prison, so I wouldn't know.
They room all day.
Just so I get the language right. Downstairs is the pods.
Downstairs is housing unit 1 for women, and it has
up here is
6
the dorms.
pods.
Right.
And up here is
There's
the open
no fighting
dorm.
or anything bad going on in the dorms. And
What
if it
about
is, you
downstairs?
get to sit downstairs.
Okay.
Yo,
My shit.
that was our.
Niggas get to play spade. Uh-oh.
You got that? Yeah. Stop it.
Gay for the stay.
No.
Is that happening around?
Oh yeah, a lot. A lot.
It's love in the dorm or whatever you want to call it. It happens a lot.
What percent of the women would you say get down with other women?
85, 90%.
It seems like there's a lot.
My girl could never go to prison. I'm busting her ass out. Hell no, gang. Hell no, bro. That's fucked up.
Less of a stigma if women hook up with women. Like men, if they're gay for the stay and they go out and say that, everyone's like, oh my god.
Yeah, they're not gonna say that.
But
They're
if
not
a
gonna.
woman is like, oh yeah, I got down and
Yeah.
okay, no big deal.
It's no big deal.
men
No,
are
it's
more-
really no big
yeah.
deal. And
Men are
some they
more-
say the best relationships happen in jail. I don't know how true that is.
That's
but,
not true at all.
I can see it going down in here where there's a lot more cleanliness, but some of the other pods.
Oh, no, that's where it goes really down.
Really?
At the dirtier ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
To my bed. Welcome.
How many times have you been in jail?
5.
5.
For
Why?
minor offenses though.
Okay.
Like possession of marijuana. Always.
What?
Possession of marijuana. I like to smoke weed. There you have it.
What the f? Nah, see, that's bull, bruh. Weed is legal damn near in every state. You feel me? And she's getting thought. See, yeah, that probation shit's a trap, nigga. Sorry, bro. She shouldn't be in there, bro. I'm gonna be real, bro. That's some unless you like El Chapo in this, you feel me? Yeah, but I don't think she moving like El Chapo, bro.
I'm here now on a failure to appear. I've been on a
Georgia's a red state? Really? I wouldn't expect that. I'm gonna be honest with y'all.
now for 2 years. I had a controlled substance and possession of marijuana again. I'm really not in here for nothing deep or major. So right now, what I'm doing is serving my time. The program was a 90-day program. I go to court on the 16th of this month. So I'm hoping the judge, in my heart, I'm feeling like the judge is gonna go ahead and let me go home because I'm serving my time. I didn't get a bond this time.
If weed was legal, would you have ever gone to jail?
No.
Yeah.
How much were you found with? 15 pounds?
Maybe I just have bad luck. I don't know, like.
I mean, I just smoked weed last night. I like smoking weed. Have you ever considered just doing it at your house in privacy without?
I do it at home, but like I said, with this situation, we were going to pick the weed up. Police got behind us. I had this, she had that. They charged us both with the same thing, and here I am. I got arrested on Christmas Day, so I've been here since Christmas.
That's crazy, bro.
And what do you do?
That is look, man. You can't make that look, gang.
I bartend at a strip club, and I work front desk at a hotel, and I have a 6-year-old daughter.
How'd you grow up?
I grew up in a small town. I'm from Fort Valley.
Niggas in jail always have like some of the miscellaneous jobs. Holy
Georgia, that's like an hour and a half from here.
What do you think drives someone to get arrested and put in jail again and again and
Sometimes
again?
it's their backstory, their background. A lot of these people have sad stories, how they grew up. You know, if they didn't have that family life, if they were raised up around drugs, on drugs, X, Y, and Z, in violence.
Dang.
This is commissary. So this is my commissary. The noodles, I got some chili to make some nachos. I got me some sweet tea, ice lemons. This is very good in here, y'all. By the way, this is that good shit. You can put it on anything.
And what's your favorite thing in here?
I get the nachos. I like the noodles and my hot Cheetos.
Does the food in here bother you?
Of course. We had hot dogs today. It sucks.
All I know is we need weed to be legalized in this country. That's ridiculous.
Hi guys, it's Whitney. I'm out now. Happy to be home, happy to be out. I am not on probation. Since being out, I've been home being a full-time mother to my daughters.
Why the fuck did Tommy keep her number? This Tommy ain't slick, nigga. This nigga wanted some chocolate. Look at this, man. That probably told him, he said, look, baby, I can, look, you slide with me for real. I can change your life for real. I'm a white man. I can, baby, I am the law, right? Just give me 2 months and I'll get you up out of here very soon. Trust. Tommy ain't slick, nigga.
Spending more time with my daughter. I'm still working at the club. I'm still bartending. You know.
Why the fuck would you put this on? Look, nah, Tommy, you overly going. Nigga. He overly going. He put the whole address here. You dropping the law on her workplace? That's crazy, nigga. He overly going, bro. Relax.
Come see me if you're in Atlanta at Gold Rush Show Bar. You can always come see me.
Oh, bro, he definitely did something with Shorty, bro. There's no way.
And you guys
talking about, yo, hey, we can smoke together anytime that you want, bro. Some real. I hate a nigga that always talking about I want to smoke with a shorty. I hate like that, man, because I know what you own, bro. You deliberately, I hate like that, man.
I love you.
What's your name and what are you in here for?
My name is Emily Lammers, and I'm in here for a drug charge, a Xanax bar.
And how long do you serve for a Xanax bar?
I have been here 15 months for a Xanax bar.
That's so crazy, gang.
Is this like your 50th offense or how many?
My first.
First?
Your first offense? Damn.
A bar. I forgot about it. It was in my wallet.
So you didn't even take it?
No.
Wow.
I forgot it was in my change compartment.
Does that seem ridiculous?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of ridiculous. This place is.
She in here on some bro. On some straight. She don't even.
Ridiculous. I feel like people get lost in the system here, or like
me, for instance, my mother just passed away on Saturday, and I'm trying so hard to get court date, and I cannot get them to give me a court date where I'm going to.
How long are you going to be here?
But the law says that you are granted the right to a fast and speedy trial. Yeah. Okay.
for?
Hopefully just till March 2nd. That's my court date. I finally got a court date after fighting for months for a court
And what's
date.
taking so long to get a court date?
My public defender was on extensive leave, so.
What do you do when you're
Yo,
not here?
public defender on extensive leave.
I worked at a gas station.
Actually, that makes sense, right? Because it's like, why should I hold up my life to go protect someone else? You know what I'm saying? I on some like up shit, like other is living another life. So,
The cashier.
and not everybody trying to be a lawyer, man. I don't think we got a ton of lawyers.
It wasn't
So
bad. It just sucked being behind the door the whole time. Like some days you didn't get to come out, some days you did get to come out, and like they don't really give two shits about you down there.
You work 7 days a week? How many hours?
6 to 2, 6 to 4, depending on how much laundry there is for that day.
Do you work your ass off?
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
Oh.
Because on here we can get Netflix.
How much does it cost to buy Netflix?
$3 an hour.
So if you got
$3 an hour.
But a lot of people around here don't have money or can afford Netflix or have Netflix.
What's your plan when you get out?
Netflix is even getting the bag in prison. That should be illegal, nigga. Yeah, that's exploitation right there, bro. I mean, I don't know. Yeah. Like, it's like, should we rid of entertainment in jail? You know, especially if they in this particular pod. It's a trade-off, man. It's a trade-off. It's a trade-off.
I plan when I get out is I'm going to rehab and gonna rebuild my life.
Do you have many people on the outside that support you?
Yeah.
It is
my
a
whole
privilege.
family.
It
What
makes
do they
sense.
think about you being here?
At first they thought it was good for me because it cleaned my act up, and now they're just hoping I get out because I've been here way too long.
I guess why did they say you needed to get out?
Because I was a hellion and was just going down the wrong path severely. Like while I was in here, I lost my fiance to an overdose, and that's really
Wow.
kind of what made me do
Boy,
the
people
whole
just be
turnaround.
going through the
I'm
worst
ready.
traumatic stuff,
Who's
bro.
gonna be me next if I don't?
One thing that occurs to me in this dorm is just look at the sunlight coming in, how great that feels. Just the natural light in this room makes it feel more human and
does.
pleasant. And
It don't make jail look bad like it's
locked up
supposed to
bad
be.
enough, I feel like,
I like
we should
it-
give people
yeah, it's supposed to be
sunlight. I feel
smooth.
like that's something that, free or not free, sunlight should be okay. But the cleanliness is so different. Like, I actually would feel comfortable to eat here, sleep here. The other places, the other pods with trash everywhere, and then not being allowed a trash can, I don't get that. I know they say, oh, they'll use it as a weapon. Okay, what about a cardboard box that you make into a trash can? That feels like a basic necessity to keep bugs and disease away. All right, guys, this was a look into the female side of Clayton County Jail. Learned a lot, had a good time. See you guys next week. Peace.
Next week, you coming back here again, nigga? W by Tommy G, man. You know what I'm saying? Tommy GG. You know what I'm saying?
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Today we're playing. All right, man. I think that's gonna be it for today. You know what I'm saying? They said Requiem Please, bro. I got a shit on the toilet game. My ass is about to explode. Not even finna lie to your ass. That bro. W stream, yo. You know what I'm saying? We will be here next week. We got a long month ahead of us, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, I can't wait to continue to stream. You know what I'm saying? We got more skits, more videos, more reactions on the way. Other than that, man, y'all be safe. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. We about this thing. Peace, man. Love y'all, bro.